What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. We're about to watch the Steelers and Browns play their game, which, to be honest, I love because either team loses and I'm happy. I mean, literally, it's like the best of both worlds watching these two teams play. Because if the Steelers lose, I'm like, dang, that's awesome. They're 0-2. The Browns win. The Browns lose, I'm like, dang, that's awesome. The Browns lose. Either team losing this game is a W, in my opinion. So this is like the one time I can watch football here and not care the outcome. I guess technically speaking, we want the Squealers to win just because the Clowns beat us head-to-head. And every win the Clowns get outside of, this first win is going to hurt us. So I guess technically speaking, if I had to be honest, I would probably go with the Squealers. But I'm okay if either team wins at this point. Because it's so early in the season, it's not really going to impact us throughout the rest of the season just yet. Obviously, going down the grand scheme of things, it will in the future. But for right now, it's not really going to impact us as much. So I don't really care who wins this game. But you know what? The fact that one of these teams is going to lose is always my favorite thing. That's all I got to say. The fact that at least one of these teams is going to lose is my favorite thing about this. Alright, guys. Just setting up my graphics real fast. The game is starting at 8:15. So right around the corner from this game starting. It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good game overall wise. I don't think it's gonna be like the Bengals week 1 versus the Browns. It's not gonna be a monsoon, which is good. And it's also gonna be a tougher game. I think it's gonna be a tougher game for both sides. I mean, both these offenses have to go against one of the best pass rushers in the league, TJ Watt, obviously, and then obviously Myles Garrett. Although I will say that Steelers squad, that first week, they looked horrendous versus the, not Commanders. What team was that? That was the 49ers. They looked horrendous versus the 49ers. So, I'll be interested to see how they're able to protect for their quarterback in this game for the Steelers side. Because that's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. And on the other side, Deshaun Watson, I mean, we were getting after him. We weren't doing great against him, but we were getting after him in our game. Which, again, now you got to go against TJ Watt. Now, I think Cam Haywood is on IR, though. Or he's at least out for the right now at this moment in time. So that's going to definitely change a little bit for them in this game. But they still got Alex Highsmith. They still got Herbig. They still got a lot of good players on that squad. So I don't think it should be too concerning for the Pittsburgh Steelers here. But we'll wait and see. Now, I don't want Ravens Steelers here. I mean, sorry. We don't want Ravens Bengals here. Let me actually, where did I have this saved at? New folder. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Everyone who is here. Appreciate you stopping by. We're going to be giving my live play-by-play of this game from a very biased point of view. Let's be honest, okay? Very biased point of view. Again, like I said before, I don't really care who wins this game in the end. If it is the Steelers, it is the Steelers. If it is the Browns, it is the Browns, Either way, I get to walk away from this game with one team losing that I do not like. That's the way I look at this game. I get to walk away from this game with one team that I do not like losing and helping out our team. This is a perfect primetime game to just, be happy as a Bengals fan. With all the bad things going on this season, with everything, starting off rough, with Joe's injury and just a whole bunch of issues, right? This is the one time we get to sit here and enjoy and be like, okay, this is us. This is going to be good. Finally. I think we deserve one time as Bengals fans here to sit back and just enjoy a game. Be like, you know what? Whatever happens this game, it helps us out. We don't got to stress about it. We got to worry about it, If anyone does get injured tonight, I would hate to see that. But if someone does get injured tonight, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it because guess what? We also have injuries ourselves. So if someone gets hurt for the year tonight, you know, I hope they recover very quickly. And I hope everything is good unless it's Deshaun Watson. Then, no. I would never want injury even on Deshaun Watson. On Deshaun Watson, I just hope that he never gets a massage again. That's all I hope for Deshaun Watson. Or as I call him many times, prison inmate number 4. Although he was not found guilty of 23 allegations. Alright, so the Browns are getting the ball first here. Brownies are getting the ball first. The Clowns will start with the football. So this is going to be, let me move the football little thing around here. So we can get that on the correct side orientation. But the Browns are starting with the football, boys. We are about to watch a clown show off. I'm also a little biased now because of what they did to us week 1, the Browns-wise, that I want to see them lose. But at the same time, like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. We can relax because this game does not matter either way. When are they going to update the live thing? Scores. Gamecast. There we go. There we go. Kind of learned this last live stream. I am kind of newer to live streaming, but I learned this last live stream. Just put the field thing up, and it's a lot easier, and it's more fun to watch that way. All right, boys. First down and 10 for the Cleveland Clownies. Got some motion in the ocean. They're going empty tray offense on this squad. First down and 10 here. Pass. Across the middle. It's picked off. It's tipped up, and it's picked off by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Touchdown, Steelers. Alex Highsmith. On the first play of the game, it bounced off the tight end's hands, and it got picked off, and it's a pick 6 Steelers. Holy crap. The Clowns are joking. Now, that wasn't Deshaun Watson's fault. That pass was tipped up. It was tipped off the hands of the tight end, and then it was bounced into one guy's hands. He completely missed it. And then Alex Highsmith, for them, thankfully, he ended up getting the interception and returning it for 6. So, touchdown already. Pick 6 on the very first play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, listen, if you're the Steelers here, that's the best way you could start off this game. I'll give it to them. That's the best way you could start off this game, man. So, wow. That was insane to start off this game with that intensity, man. Alright, so 7-0 Pittsburgh Steelers. Literally less than a minute in the game. Less than a minute in the game. What's up, Cornell? How you doing, man? Who day? But less than a minute into this game, and the Steelers get a pick 6 on Deshaun Watson. And it wasn't even, I'd say it wasn't his fault. Like, so he throws it to Harrison Bryant. The ball's in Harrison Bryant's chest. And, he throws it way too in front of him. He's trying to catch the football. He ends up not catching it. The Steelers guy tries to pick it off. So Harrison Bryant shoves his shoulder into the Steelers guy's chest. Ball gets tipped up in the air. Then Alex Highsmith catches that ball and returns it for 6. So I got to give Harrison Bryant a little bit of credit there. It was kind of a bad pass there by Deshaun Watson. I'm going to blame Deshaun Watson for that one. It was a bad pass on the play that got tipped up because of the fact that, Harrison Bryant pretty much did everything to try to stop that from being an interception. And then you get a tip pass, man. You already know what happens. Tip passes, pick 6s. Especially when you're on the 25-yard line. So now down 7-0 with less than 9 seconds to go. 9 seconds into this game, the Steelers are already up 7-0. Oh my gosh. First, pick 6, first pass. Yup, Brandon, that was absolutely insane. One time a root for the Steelers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Because the Browns beat us head-to-head. So if the Browns lose this game, the more games they lose, the better. If we season sweep the Steelers, it would be absolutely awesome. Alright, so run play up the middle here for Nick Chubb. Surprisingly enough, yeah, they're not going back to the pass game. Who would have thought they're not going to go back to the pass game after that, play? but ends up being a run play for 3 yards with Nick Chubb. And this Steelers, honestly, this Squealers stadium is rocking right now. They are going absolutely insane, which, to be honest, I don't blame them. After last week's poor performance versus the 49ers, this is like the best chance possible to, really just get to be excited. As I've said many times in this live stream already, this is literally the best time to be a Bengals fan. Because you get to watch this game and not care what happens. Obviously, you want the Steelers to win because of the fact of, head-to-head. But at the end of the day, who cares? If the Browns win this game, I'm not going to be the happiest, but at least one of them loses, okay? One of them is going to be taking an L today. 9 seconds into the game. I know, man, that's crazy, bro. That is absolutely insane. But it's gonna be a good game, man. It hopefully will be a good game. I don't want to see a Steelers blowout. I want to see a back and forth game. So what's your take on starting 0-2? How are we feeling? I'm feeling fine. It was 2 divisional matchups. It was tough, it's not easy. I'm feeling fine. I think we'll bounce back. We have 4 easier games this week or upcoming weeks, obviously. So we have 4 easier games. So I think we bounce back here, go 4-0 into our bye week, and then we get our tough part of our schedule. That's not going to be easy. For 4-2 going into a bye week, I'm absolutely fine. I think what we showed last week against the Ravens was that we actually can do it. Our offense can get going. In that second half, we moved the ball with ease. Honestly, if we just moved the ball with ease in this first half, we would have probably won that game. And if it wasn't for that stupid interception by Joe, we would have probably won that game. So I think we bounce back. And I think we should be fine. Like I said, O-line looked good, and at least Burrow didn't throw crazy interceptions. That is true. We only threw 1 interception in that game. And I did a video today breaking down the offensive line. And I literally, breaking down of it, it was a 47-minute video, guys. We looked at every single play from that Ravens game. And broke down every single play of the offensive line. So, you're wondering how good the offensive line looked? We broke down every single play in a video earlier today. So, that line was all universe. That line was probably the best I've ever seen it. And that's against the Ravens defensive line, who's actually very, very tough. Alright, we got a toss play here to Nick Chubb to the right-hand side. And, left-hand side. And Chubb actually gains like 4 yards. I thought he was going to be stopped in the backfield. I don't know if I can go for Pittsburgh. I don't really like them. Why? Yeah, but I hate both teams too. But, if I had to choose, it's like the lesser of 2 evils, right? Choosing, either the Steelers or the Browns. I hate both of these. That's why I call them the Squealers, and that's why I call them the Clowns. I hate both teams, but if I had to choose one that would benefit us the most, it's the Steelers winning. Steelers winning benefits us the most. Because currently they're 0-1. The Browns beat us head-to-head. Obviously, it wasn't Cleveland, which is good. But, good is in the fact it wasn't at our house. That would have been more embarrassing. We don't play them to week 18 in our house. So at least if the Steelers win, they're 1-1. We win next week, then we are, 1-2. They're 1-1. We're 1-2. It's a lot better. And then the Browns also 1-1. So then it is better for us, right? So again, we kind of just want the team that is looking better and beat us head-to-head to lose the game. But again, like I said, I do agree. I don't want either of these teams to win. But I don't want a tie. What's funny is I say that, but I don't want a tie because a tie would be even worse. A tie means both of them get half a win. And that would be even worse than, them losing this game would be a tie. All right, so a 7-yard pass there on 1st down and 10 for the Cleveland Browns. Going down to now 2nd down and 3. It's a 7-yard, actually no, it's a 7-yard scramble. I thought that was unless I'm one play behind. No, I'm not one play behind. It wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. Okay, my bad, I was reading chat. Wasn't even paying attention to the game right there. 2nd down and 3 here, though. It's going to be a play-action pass, and Deshaun Watson takes off running, and he's going to pick up a 1st down and some. Okay, I just realized I am one play behind. That was the play that just happened. The scramble was... Okay, I see what I messed up here. So, next play here, this is 1st down and 10. It's going to be a 3-yard run by Nick Chubb. So, they have the updated, the before I see it type of thing on the screen you guys are seeing. But I'm just going to list it based on what I'm watching. I'm one play behind. I feel like Brandon Perna here, because I know Tom Grossi's always one play ahead of him, but I'm always one play behind me. Okay. People forget we went 0-3 in our division last year. Yeah, and again, like I said, we started off 0-2 last year, and we finished in the AFC Championship game. We were absolutely fine. Joe Burrow right now is 1-7 in his career. He's 1-7 in week 1 and week 2 of the NFL season. He's 23-12-1 in the rest of the season. Okay, so again, we're 1-7 in the first 2 weeks of the season. We're 22-12-1 in the rest of the season. So we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. I am not stressing anything. You know, again, it's a long season. I know everyone likes to panic, freak out, but we'll be fine. I wish we would have sat Burrow, though. We would have been in the same spot with he'd be healthy. That is true. That is true. And again, you know, Jamar Chase kind of alluded to that today. They asked Jamar Chase about the whole situation, and he said, you know, that he wished, you know, he kind of said hindsight is hindsight, but, you know, he did allude to that starting off the season, that they should sit him. And he was right, man. He was definitely right. If JB plays against the Rams, we will win. I think we'll beat the Rams no matter what. I think we could put in Jake Browning or Will Grier, and we'll still win that Rams game. I don't think that Rams game is going to be tough no matter what. But I do agree that we'll win with Joe Burrow, obviously. But I think we'll win without him even. Again, like I said, I don't think that Rams game is going to be tough, man. It's a Monday Night Football game. It's in the jungle. It's a Hall of Fame game. Oh, not Hall of Fame game. A Ring of Honor game. I think we'll be fine in that game overall-wise. It's going to be tougher, don't get me wrong, you know, if we don't have Joe Burrow. But I think we should be fine. Jamar, he's been quiet. The reason why he's been so quiet is because they've been running the same, like, 17 routes for him. They haven't really changed up anything for him. And last week, it looked like Joe just kind of went more to T. Higgins. But, I mean, Jamar had Joe tried to throw a touchdown pass last week. Literally yesterday. Well, last week. It was yesterday. Yesterday, he tried to throw a touchdown pass to Jamar Chase, and he dropped it in the end zone. But, I mean, he's targeting him. It's just that he's not getting open, really. Ronald Darby yesterday absolutely destroyed him. Ronald Darby shut down Jamar Chase, which is not easy to do, let's be honest. It is not easy to shut down Jamar Chase. But Ronald Darby, the guy that picked up our free agency, shut down Jamar Chase. But, yeah, I mean, the monsoon didn't help week 1. That Browns game week 1 didn't help. And then last week, it was really just Ronald Darby shutting him down. He couldn't shut down T. Higgins, though. They need to run Mixon more. He should have had 100 in both games. Yeah, I do agree with that because it's kind of funny because after watching back the video today, and again, if you want to on the channel after this live stream, you can watch the video. I have a 47-minute video, guys, and I'm going through every single play of last week's game versus the Ravens, and you can see on every single time that we run the ball, we run it very efficiently. Like, we're getting down the field. I think the problem is that we run the ball efficiently, but then they go, wow, we're running it so efficiently, let's open up the pass game now. Let's see if we can open up the pass game. And then we don't. We're just not successful in the pass game for one thing or another, and then we just don't go back to the run. We just keep going to the pass game. It's like, well, eventually it'll work, eventually it'll work, and it doesn't work, and then we wonder, wow, we're just 3 and out, we're 3 and out, what's going on? We need to continue pushing that run game. I'm not saying we have to be the Baltimore Ravens about this, but be 60-40 run game. Especially with a banged up quarterback, be 60-40. Just run the ball. Throw it on 3rd down. I don't care if you run it. If you want to run it on 2 downs, 1st, 2nd down, run the ball. 3rd down, okay, I'm fine. Throw the ball, right? But you know what the good thing is? Hopefully that 3rd down doesn't happen because you got 2 run plays that got you the 1st down, so you don't have to throw the ball. They don't throw it over the middle. It's weird. And then when they finally start doing it over the middle, they gained a lot. Yeah, they literally were. It made no sense. Every successful play we had last week was slant routes. Like, look back at last week's game, right? We had a slant route across the middle that was wide open and caught by T. Higgins, right? That was consistently working. Jamar Chase, slant route, consistently working over 2 weeks here, right? 2 weeks. Consistently throwing the ball across the middle. Quick slants, quick slants, quick slants. You know why? Because how are you going to cover quick slants versus the fastest receivers in the NFL in Chase and Higgins? You can't do it. They're one of the best route running receivers. So when you run the ball and then you do a play action pass, third down, quick slant, hit him right there. We're trying to do too much. I think that's our problem. We're trying to do too much and get too cute, and it doesn't help us. It really doesn't help us. And I just don't get why. We have things that are working, but we don't consistently do them. It's like we have things that are working, and then we're like, oh, just get away from that. Why? Why stop something that isn't... Why fix something that isn't broken? It makes no sense. But anyway, yeah, I feel like Brian Callahan should call the plays and see what happens. I mean, he does call all of them. I didn't call all of them. He calls a lot of them. But I think it's just... I don't know, because... Like, I will say, the second half... The first half last week, the play call was awful. The play call was awful last week. Like, in the first half. The second half, our play call was actually pretty good. Wait, did they do that amazing play? No, they didn't. Okay. Well, the play call in the second half was actually pretty good. The first half was trash. But the second half was actually pretty good. And we moved the ball efficiently, which I liked. Wait, so what did he do here? Oh, the Steelers, a returner, tried to catch the ball. He tried to catch the ball and put his foot out of bounds. Because if you catch the ball and your foot's out of bounds, then what ends up happening is you catch the ball out of bounds, which then gets put at the 40-yard line. But because he's a squealer and is not smart in his head, he toe-tapped it when he caught it. So you just put yourself out at that yard line instead of putting yourself at the 40-yard line. So he put himself at the 10-yard line because he tried to catch it at the 10 instead of fair catching it. He tried to catch it at the 10, toe tap it, and think that he's out of bounds, so the ball is out of bounds. You have to step 1 foot out of bounds, catch the ball, and then the ball's out of bounds, which puts you at the 40. That was such a stupid mistake, and that was right there. That's Gunner. Gunner is not a rookie. Gunner is a veteran player for the Squealers. So that was just a stupid mistake there. Running the ball helps your quarterback out. It does. You are absolutely correct. Running the ball is very, very, helps out everything. Helps out your defense. Keeps your defense fresh. You don't have to worry about them, getting hurt or getting tired, just problems. It keeps your defense fresh. It opens up the pass game. It opens up play action. There's so many things. Running the ball helps your quarterback out 100%. Running the ball wins championships. Yeah, especially when you get into November, December football. Let's be honest, man. We're not on the West Coast, guys. We're not on the West Coast. We're on the East Coast. Well, East Coast-ish. We're in kind of the middle. But we have awful winners. We have rainy, muddy games. And Kenny Pickett just threw a pick. Kenny Pickett just threw an interception. And the Browns got the ball back now, and they're in the red zone. The Squealers are shooting themselves in the foot here, boys. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. But yeah, we have, tough, gritty games. We have muddy games, weather games that are just not good. And you're going to have to run the football. You can't just throw the football all over when it's in the, December and it's snowy in the jungle and it's rainy and it's yucky conditions. You can't sit there and keep throwing the football. You can't. You absolutely can't. And yeah, 100%, Kenny Pickett is trash. Dude, I don't even know what he was looking for there. He literally throws a slant route. There's 2 guys on it, and he just throws it anyway for no reason. Kenny Pickett is garbage, man. I thought he was going to be good this season. I thought he was like, oh yeah, he's going to have a sophomore, season when he comes back. He is garbage. He is absolutely trash. There was no one open on that play. It was just a slant route, and there was nobody open. And then the Steelers just Steelers just sacked him. Wow. Bro, the Browns right guard could not stop number 99. 99 just ran straight through their Steelers guard. That was so embarrassing. Yup, run the damn ball. I think we ran the ball more. It helps JB right now. Yeah, exactly. Because think about it. Every time we're passing the ball here, right, our line's playing pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I like our line here. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. Every time that he's taking a drop back, he's risking injury. And even if he doesn't get hit, if he just drops back just normally, you could already cause calf strain problems, right? So the less, hit and wear and tear on Burrow, especially this early in the season, the better. There's just no reason to risk anything, right? We're in such a good spot right now with our run game. It's crazy. Bro, I don't trust a quarterback who wears gloves. I felt that. I don't trust a quarterback that gets massages. I guess every quarterback does. Okay, I don't trust a quarterback who gets massages off Instagram. I'll say it like that. I'll say it like that, man. I'll say it like that. I'm pretty sure every quarterback gets massages. AFC North is seriously good this year. They are good this year. And that's why I've said before, like going into the season, I said that all of these teams this year in the AFC North, they could make the playoffs. All of these teams this year could make the playoffs in AFC North. I know a lot of people kind of went against me there, like, oh, no, that's not true. The AFC North isn't that good. They are that good. They are a really good division. And the Browns, they missed that? They missed the field goal. The Browns, the Cleveland Clownies, just missed a 30-yard field goal. That's hilarious. The Clowns just missed a 30-yard field goal. But yeah, everyone in AFC North this year is really good. And I say that while we're watching right now a crap show between two AFC North teams. Just like, yeah, everyone in AFC North is good. Literally watching a clown show right now between the Steelers and the Browns. The Steelers throw an interception at like the 20-yard line because for some reason Kenny Pickett can't read the defense. And then the Browns get stopped. And then they kick like a 30-yard field goal and they missed it. And the only reason there's points in this game for the Steelers is because the fact that the Browns threw a pick six on the first play of the game. I promise the AFC North is good, okay? The best division in football. And until we play each other, then this division might not be the best in football. Once we play each other, it's so funny, man. I said this in my video earlier today, but no one really understands the AFC North unless you're an AFC North fan. Like, if you're not an AFC North fan, you might watch the AFC North and be like, what the heck? These teams are weird. They're not good. They're not that great. And then you watch them against other teams, and they play so freaking good. Because that's just how we play. We play each other so tough, and we do the stupidest stuff against each other. Now, don't be wrong, the Clowns and the the Squealers are always going to be hilarious to watch, right? Let's be honest. They were, you see it so far in this game, but this is just typical AFC North football. Alright, so how long did that miss? 43-yard field goal. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Okay, I'll give the Clowns credit there. 43-yard miss is not actually that horrendous. We have the ugliest games against each other. We do! We have the ugliest, most disgusting games against each other. Look at last year in the AFC wildcard game. Ravens-Bengals AFC wildcard game last year. That was such an ugly game. We go against Tyler Huntley. And because of Eli Apple giving up a huge DeMarcus Robinson touchdown, that game was almost lost. We almost lost to Tyler Huntley. But guess what? That's because that's AFC North. That's how the AFC North is. AFC North is just, you never know what's going to happen. That's why we can't really, obviously I call it the Squealers and, oh my gosh, what's going on in that Saints-Panthers game? I call it the Squealers and the Clowns, but at the end of the day, you got to respect the fact that any given Sunday, either of these teams can win against each other. And these are the last teams, the Squealers, the Clowns, and the Ratbirds, that I want to play if we're in the playoffs. These are the last team I want to play. Any of those teams. Because they can win. They know us, right? I mean, I know the Browns fans are like, we own you. They know us. They know us better than anybody. And it's scary, man. It is scary because, if anyone's going to do something against us and beat us, it's going to be one of those teams. Like, I'm not scared of playing the Chiefs. I will play the Chiefs 1,000 times in the playoffs before I play, for example, the Cleveland Clowns in their home stadium. I'll play the Chiefs in Burrowhead every single year. Give me the Queefs. I'll take the Queefs. I don't care about that. I'm not gonna go against the Clowns though. The Clowns, man, they're a circus act, but they're a scary circus act. The Steelers are about to go 3 and out here. Are the Steelers really about to go 3 and out here after the Browns missed field goal? This Steelers offense, man, is so bad. I didn't think the Steelers offense was actually this bad. They're about to go 3 and out after the Browns missed the field goal here. Wait, there's a penalty. False start on the Steelers. Bro, it's about to be 3rd and 18. You cannot make this crap up right now. You cannot make this crap up. There's no way. Yeah, false start on the Steelers. It's gonna be 3rd and 18 upcoming here. So the Steelers. I'm gonna tell you right now, if that pick six is the only touchdown we see today, that's gonna be absolutely hilarious. But honestly, it might be the only touchdown we see today. That pick six might be the only touchdown we see today. Will be fired after this year. It depends. The only way they fire Mike Tomlin if he goes up under 500, and the Steelers have not gone under 500 since 2003. So. Oh, they actually get a first down. Okay, so on 3rd and 18 here, they don't get a first down. Why did I think they got a first down? They threw the ball 15 yards. They threw a check down out of the backfield to Jalen Warren, and he can't get the first down. He spun twice on that play, and he gets taken down 3 yards short. So it's going to be 4th and 3 here, and the Steelers are going to punt the ball. Another drive that goes absolutely nowhere, Squealers. You guys are the... You know, it's like, I watch our games, right? And I get a little upset, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe that happened. And then I watch the Squealers and then the Clowns, like, when they're not playing us, obviously. And I'm just like, okay. Maybe, everything will be okay. It's like, it's therapeutical. It's therapeutical to watch these two teams. Because, I'm like, our offense is struggling. Then you watch the Clowns play, and you're like, wow, that offense is trash. Then you watch the Steelers play, and you're like, oh my lordy, what is that? That's not football. That's like pee-wee football. It makes me feel good inside. Imagine just go to a therapist. Yeah, I'm having a really bad time. Are you a Bengals fan? Yeah. Go watch the Steelers play offense this year. Why? It's going to make you feel better. Okay. Oh my God! What happened? Yeah, they're that bad. I think we lose T next year because we just like we lost Marvin Jones. That's going to be a... I'm going to forever say we're going to keep him until the day we get rid of him. I think we keep him. Because I just don't see the way we could lose him. I don't see the way we could lose him. And I don't mean that by salary cap or money or anything. It's just, there's that whole entire problem / drama with Carson Palmer and TJ Houshmandzadeh and Chad Johnson, where the Bengals promised that they would keep both receivers for Carson. Then they get rid of TJ, and then Carson wants to be traded. I just don't see the way that goes down. They're going to have to forcibly make it happen. And after the whole Joe Burrow debacle, where he came out and said he's confident we keep everyone, it's just... Listen, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to have to figure out a way to do it. It's possible we tag T. Higgins. $25 million on a tag is actually not that bad, because he's going to probably be winning around that ballpark range per year with a contract. So tagging T is not going to be that hard to do. But it's going to be hard to keep him and Chase, bro. Yeah, but you got to keep in mind, Chase got 2 years left of his contract. T has 1. So you could arguably make, okay, well, we keep him this year, we tag him, right? And then we look at a contract next year. Chase, I think, okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? Deshaun Watson and T. Higgins have the same exact, They have the same exact agent, right? And their agent's all about guaranteed money. All about guaranteed money. We want the most guaranteed possible. I think we could work with Chase. And kind of move money around with Chase. I think we could push him to a 7-year contract, maybe, and, backload it, signing bonus, voidable years. I think we could do that with Chase. I thought we could do that first with T, but based on what I've heard from T, and not from T, but about T's contract and the stipulations with T contract, I don't think we're going to be able to do that with T. I don't know. I just don't really see it happening because, again, you got to keep in mind, we're not really working with T. Like, whenever you're working with a player, you're not really working with a player. You're working with their agent, right? And Jamar's agent is very flexible. He's flexible. You can work with him. You can do stuff with him, You can go play patty cake underneath a swing set at 12 a.m. with him. He's that type of guy. T's agent, that man wouldn't save you if you're the last person on earth. Unless you're guaranteeing him something. T's agent is crazy. But again, he's Deshaun Watson's agent. Deshaun Watson's agent, they got that guaranteed $234 million contract, so I don't see how it works out there. They most likely tag T, slowly work in and CJ. Yeah. They need to bring back DJ Reader, best defensive line we've had since Gino. Obviously, DJ Reader and what's his name? You need to bring back Cheeto, too. You can't let Cheeto go. You're going to let Tyler Boyd go, obviously. But you can't let Cheeto go. You can't let DJ Reader go. Again, there's a lot of things. And the sad part is, it's pretty much T or bring back those guys. And that's really what it comes down to. It sucks. Alright. We got a PI call here. Amari Cooper versus Patrick Peterson, man. Patrick Peterson literally PI'd Amari Cooper the whole entire play, and Amari Cooper still caught the ball. I swear, man, Patrick Peterson is trash. He talked all that trash about how Brandon Ayuk is not going to have a big game against him last week, and Brandon Ayuk had 2 touchdowns. And Brock Purdy was purposely targeting him because of the fact that Patrick Peterson talks so much crap. Because Pat P talks so much crap, literally he was targeting him in that game. And now Nick Chubb is getting going. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe the Steelers had a good game. The Steelers had a good game, guys. They absolutely have to find a way to keep Chase. Yeah, they're good. They will keep Chase. I think they will. Don't T and Burrow have the same agent? I do not believe so, no. I think Burrow has a different agent than T. T has the same agent as Deshaun Watson now. Let me see. Let me see who Joe Burrow's agent is. They might. I might be incorrect. Agent. Bryant A. Watt. Who is T. Higgins' agent? Let me see. Who is T. Higgins? No. T. Higgins' agent is David Mulugeta. And Joe Burrow's is Brian Urwat. I butchered those, man. But, yeah, they have different agents. T. Higgins has the same agent as Deshaun Watson. And you saw that $234 million guaranteed contract, right? Yeah, that's why. Because he's going to want that $234 million guaranteed contract, bro. Would you let T go and keep Boyd and move Yoshi to wide receiver 2? I would have to see a lot from Yoshi this year to do that. And I don't think we're going to see a lot from Yoshi this year to justify that happening. If Yoshi really took off this year and became a superstar for us, you could make that argument. You trade T, you get like a couple first-round picks, and then you move on there. But unless Yoshi shows me something crazy in this regular season, I can't see that happening. I think they draft Yoshi to be TB's replacement, just in case. Chuck Sizzle is Tyler Boyd's replacement. And Yoshi is T's replacement. But at the same time, though, again, you have to see something from those guys to, warrant that being, or replacing him. I mean, you can't just say, okay, well, T's playing great this year. We had a great year with T. Okay, but now Yoshi is his job, and we're moving on for T. If you're going to do that, you got to get Yoshi involved. And so far, we haven't gotten Yoshi involved. In 2 games with Yoshi, he's only gotten 1 snap both games. Now, I will say overall-wise, our offense have struggled both games. Our offense hasn't looked really that great, right? That's definitely a problem. But, yeah, so there's a lot of different factors in everything here. Bengals always draft 2-3 years ahead. They do. They absolutely do. But again, like I said, it's like, especially with the whole Joe Burrow wanting to, you know, keep those guys, keep T and keep Chase, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, but we'll see. We'll have to wait and see what they end up doing. Again, like I said, we're not going to find out anyway for the T. Higgins contract till the end of the season, because they're not going to negotiate this contract during the season. They're going to wait till the end of the season to negotiate this contract. So, no matter what way we look at it, it's going to take some time for it to get going anyway. Alright, second quarter, boys. Second quarter, and the game is still 7-3, and it's still typical AFC North football. Which I'm still surprised they put us on primetime games. We just don't produce the most fun football. I can lie to you. These guys have to develop. They have to. You got to get them out there and see what you have in them. Because you can't just go, oh, well, we didn't play them at all this year, but now we're playing them. No, you got to see how good they are and see, you know, them develop. And I'll be honest with you, we're going to see their opinion on T. Higgins this year. We're going to see what their thoughts are on T. Higgins this year. Because if they start getting Yoshi more involved throughout the year and Chuck Sizzle more involved, obviously Chuck, you know, preseason so far, and obviously, you know, he had a punt return, he's special teams god. But if we see them get more involved with those other guys, with Yoshi, then yeah, it's very possible that we can kind of get a general glimpse of, well, they're thinking about moving on from T because they're trying to get those guys more involved and be the replacements. But if they don't get those guys more involved throughout the season, then chances are they're not trying to move over from T. They're trying to keep T. Boyd will probably be gone because he is 30 years old, right? Yeah, no, Boyd is going to be gone unless he takes a team-friendly deal. Boyd is going to be gone unless he takes a team-friendly deal. I think, in all honesty, with what Tyler Boyd has done in his career, we're going to offer him a team-friendly deal, like, I mean, league minimum. I'm talking about league minimum for Tyler Boyd. Like, we might offer him 1 year, $1.01 million. Like, we're going to offer him league minimum. But I think what's going to happen with Boyd is he's going to hit free agency and someone else is going to offer him more. I think someone's going to offer him more and he's going to go somewhere else because of that. I don't think he'll come back on league minimum. He's 30 years old. He can get one more decently okay contract. Right? I can get one more decently okay contract. And I just don't think there's any reason to do that. Boyd would probably be gone because... Oh, wait. Honestly, feel bad for Boyd because he would be one on the most teams. Yeah, he would be for the most part if he could stay healthy 100%. So there was a fumble. Deshaun Watson fumbled the ball. Wow, no, Deshaun Watson actually did fumble the ball there. That's a fumble. I think the Steelers have it. Yeah, the ball got punched out as he was falling to the ground there by the Squealers. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a fumble. That's Steelers football. Was it clearly recovered by Pittsburgh? I gotta see if that's clearly recovered by Pittsburgh or not. Because that looks like it could have been clearly recovered by Pittsburgh. That ball got punched out. He's not down either because he's laying on Steelers players. And I love it, the Browns players. The clowns are literally pointing forward like a first down. Like, you fumbled the football, bro. No, they're giving it to the clowns. Are they booth reviewing that? Yeah, they're booth reviewing it. Oh, the Steelers challenge. That's why. I like Boyd. He's so solid. He is solid. He's a good veteran piece for us. He knows his squad. He knows his system. He knows what Zach Taylor likes. He knows what Joe likes. It's just, again, it comes down to, you know, you can't keep everyone, and you're going to have to kind of cut loose ends there. And that's another player. Cheeto's another guy. Cheeto's 29 years old at cornerback. So it's possible Cheeto doesn't come back. DJ Reader is 30 years old into that. You know, and that's going to be another problem. I mean, the older you get, the less likely you are that a team wants to bring you back when you can obviously draft new players and kind of go on from there. But he definitely got a first down. I mean, so they're challenging a fumble here, right? Because he obviously got a first down. That's not in question. That was easily a first down in the play. I just want to see, he fumbled the ball, but I don't see a clear recovery for the Pittsburgh Steelers there. The ruling on the field was he was down by contact, first down. But then you see the ball pop out loose, but they have to have clear evidence to say that that is overturned. There's got to be clear evidence. Ruling on the field with the first down, yeah. So I think that he fumbled the ball. I just don't know if they recovered it or not. And you got to get a clear recovery for that to be a fumble recovery there. Deshaun Watson's talking to the refs. Sean, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, no, okay, it's clear recovery. Number 99 clearly recovered that. So that should be a fumble recovered by 99. Unless the refs completely change this, it should be. DJ has had some injuries also, and I know Bengals don't really re-sign 30 years old. The last time they signed a 30-year-old D tackle was Geno Atkins. They signed him to a four-year, $65 million deal, and after 2 years, he retired. And we got really screwed over in that contract. So they don't like signing anyone over the age of 30 because of, like, you know, longevity purpose. And we did it with Geno, and it did not work. So I'm not really too, like, on the, oh yeah, we're going to go do it type of scenario because, again, like I said, chances are we probably don't. Chances are we probably move on for DJ Reader. We got BJ Hill, we got Zachary Carter. They like both of those guys. That's why Zach Carter made the squad this year from, not training camp, but free agency. Training camp. What am I thinking? For the 53-man roster. That's why he made the squad. Because they like Zach Carter. And we have a couple other guys, and obviously drafting guys. I don't think they're gonna bring him back. I'll say DJ Reader, I don't think they bring back. And there's even more reasons why they might not bring him back. Is they literally said that he said that the Steelers have not Steelers, oh my gosh. Watch the game. The Bengals have not reached out to him in any way. The Bengals have not reached out to DJ Reader in any way right now at this moment in time for a new contract. So that's disappointing. It really is. And it shows that he probably will be gone. If they're not, reaching out to him to talk about a new contract, most likely they're not going to bring him back. And the ruling on the field is changed. It's a fumble recovered by the Pittsburgh Steelers, number 99. Because, Fantasy Truck stopped called it. And that he did a good job. Good job. Okay, can we flip the thingy wingy? Can we flip the thingy wingy now? Come on, flip it. There we go. All right, Steelers football. I now gotta move over. I'm gonna read the chat in 1 second, guys. I just gotta move the football over to the Steelers side. This is such an awful game. Ain't gonna lie to you, this is such an awful game right now. Alright. What's your opinion on Myles Murphy? I feel like he needs to show us something. He hasn't done anything. And we thought this, going into the season, he'd be a rotational piece at best, and he wouldn't get as much play time as he might. We might have thought he was going to, but there's been no Joseph Asai. In his first couple weeks of the season. Where is he? And excuse my language here, where the F is he? Because there's been no Joseph Asai, so he's been starting. But I haven't heard his name, I haven't seen his name, I haven't seen him. I went back yesterday and looked through all the game tape. I didn't see him at all. I saw him on the field, but I didn't see him making plays. I don't know. And I'm not going to completely trash it for that because I don't know what the Bengals are doing with him. They're lining him up all over the field, and I'm not sure, you know, like, what they're doing with him. I think what they're trying to do with him is use him in every way possible. But, again, like I said, we'll have to wait and see. Because it is early. It's only the first couple games of the season. He's a rookie. He is a first-round pick, right? So there's a lot of draft capital there. But it is early, so I'm going to see what they do throughout the season with him. But, yeah, it's definitely... You expect more, right? You expect a lot, right? Because he was a first-round pick. He was supposed to be a top 10 pick, and this is just... It's ugly. And the Steelers just fumbled the football. The Steelers just caught, and the Browns fumbled the football, and the Browns, and the Steelers, and now it's Steelers football. What is happening? The Steelers catch the football. They fumble. The Browns catch the football. They fumble. The Browns picked it back up. They fumble. The Steelers don't get the football, and it bounces out of bounds. Steelers football. 4 people fumbled the football in one freaking play, bro. 4 people fumbled in one play. Oh, it was Gunner, too. Their tight end Gunner was the guy who fumbled the football. He fumbles the football and does a stupid kickoff return? How is he not cut? Bro, they gotta cut that man. They gotta cut that, bro. They gotta cut him. He literally toe taps inbounds on a kickoff, trying to be smart, like, oh, I got the ball, I'm out of bounds, so ref, that's 40-yard line. The ref's like, no, you have to be out of bounds when you catch it, would have to be at the 40. Are you stupid? And then he fumbles the ball there, but then the clowns are like, nah, bro, take a seat back, man. We gotta get this job done here, bro. We gotta get this job done. And they fumble the ball like 74 times. Wait, is it Browns football? How is it Browns football? 7 people fumbled that football, man. I guess because technically the Browns picked it up and recovered it. So then it's Browns football. I think Joseph Asai will play against the Rams. He was playing some D-tackle. Yeah, they moved him all over the line, man. They moved him all over the line. Hang on, let me see something. Yeah. Yeah, that's my buddy in the chat, Sean. He's a Raven Chiefs fan, but yeah, Joseph Asai didn't play, Sean. Joseph Asai was inactive for that game versus the Ravens. He didn't play. So he didn't really get silenced at all. That's what we're talking about. With Myles Murphy not getting any play time, or not doing anything, is that he didn't get any play time in that game. Yeah, so yeah, that's a little key tip there, man. Joseph Asai didn't play, so yeah, so Myles Murphy. That's why it's so bad. Because if Joseph Asai played, then I wouldn't have been too upset because it's like Myles Murphy didn't get play time because Joseph Asai was in there. That's okay. But because Joseph Asai was out of the game, it's like Myles Murphy, a first-round pick. You gotta play some. I mean, he's playing in that game. That's gonna be Browns, I think. Yeah, it was the Browns, man. But it was such a weird fumble. Like, it was recovered by the Browns, fumbled by the Browns, recovered by the Browns, fumbled by the Browns. Talk about progressing in football. I thought you couldn't progress in football then, man. But I think Joseph Asai will play against the Rams, though. He should play against the Rams. Which, hopefully, will be a lot easier of a contest. It should be. Every Bengals got silenced. Yeah, come on. Yeah, he's a Ravens Chiefs fan. We're not getting into this with him. Joseph Asai is a great player. I'm glad we have him. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays when he comes back from injury, though. He is a great player, but he's dealt with injuries his whole entire freaking career, bro. He has dealt with injuries his whole entire career. Like, and I don't mean whole entire career. He's only been in the league for 2 years now. But both years, he's dealt with injuries. And it's one of those things where, obviously, injuries are part of football, but it's the ugly part of football, right? because you gotta keep dealing with them every single 10 seconds. So I just hope he can come back and have a healthy season. This was supposed to be his year where he came back and he was fully healthy. This was supposed to be Joseph Asai's year. And already he's dealing with injuries yet again. So hopefully he can come back and be healthy, get this defense going a little bit. I think if Joseph Asai comes back, we will be fine. On defense, at least. We'll be a lot better on defense. Because I think him coming back makes it so Myles Murphy doesn't have to do too much. And we can kind of move around the defense like we were supposed to going into this year, right? But we'll see with Joseph Asai and his health. He looked like he was going to be okay for last week, but then he was inactive. His injury is not serious, though. It's not really. I mean, I would say not serious. He has an ankle problem, but he's not, like, seriously injured as in, like, he's going to be out for a good period of time. They were saying that he could even come back the first 3 weeks of the season. But that would be pushing him if he did come back the first 3 weeks. And obviously, he didn't come back the first 3 weeks. But, sorry, the first 2 weeks. They said he could have played last week, but he just wasn't feeling 100%, so now they're playing him this week. So, clearly I would say it's not really that, it's a lot better than we first expected. When we first heard about his injury, it sounded like it was a lot worse than it was. And there was, like, rumors, I talked about it, of, like, them putting him on IR, them trying to, kind of, like, maybe take up some time with him, to get another player on the spot. We talked about, obviously, my man, I can't even think of my man's name. I can't even think of his name for some reason now. But we talked about bringing in some other guys, right? Bring him in there, see what he can do. But apparently his injury wasn't bad enough that we had to put him on IR and keep him out for 4 weeks of the season. Because keep in mind, guys, IR now is 4 games, not 6 games. It used to be 6 games. Now it's 4 games. So it's a little bit different now. And I meant to move that up there. And the Browns, Nick Chubb got hurt. Nick Chubb got hurt and Mika Fitzpatrick got hurt on the same play. Holy crap. Mika Fitzpatrick and Nick Chubb just got hurt on the same play. And they're on the ground. They're still down. That is probably the biggest loss. Other than TJ Watt, that's the biggest loss for the Steelers and the Browns on one given play. Is both of those guys going down. Like Nick Chubb and Mika Fitzpatrick. That's horrendous. That is absolutely horrendous. For them. Yeah, he's holding his knee. That's not good. No, it looks like he's hurt. Both of them look like they're badly hurt. And those two guys, that's season. Not like season injuries. I'm saying that season, they lose those guys, their season's done. Nick Chubb, especially for the Browns. That offense is nothing without Nick Chubb there. And for the Steelers, they can get through without Mika, but that secondary is going to be so freaking weak without Mika. How do you feel about Irv Smith? You know what's funny is when we got Irv Smith, I was like, okay, we got Irv Smith. He's going to be more of a receiving threat tight end, not really a blocker. So we went ahead and picked up, we picked up other guys, right? We picked up, what's his name? We brought back Drew Sample. We brought back Mitchell Wilcox, right? More blocking players. So it was like, okay, that makes sense, right? We obviously got a vertical threat tight end. So then we also, went ahead and brought in, we brought in some more blocking tight ends. But so far, the first 2 weeks of the season, we have used Irv Smith as a blocker more than a receiver. And it's so funny, too, because we've been using him so much more as a receiver, as a blocker than a receiver, even though it looked like he was going to be a receiver, just a receiving threat, period. But we have used him more as a blocking threat, if anything. So, I like him so far, because so far his blocking has actually been pretty dang good. He is pretty dang good, man. He's been pretty dang good. Alright, I think Irv will be serviceable once the offense gets rolling. He should be good. He's good right now as a blocker. Which, again, like I said, I was not expecting that going into the season. He looks okay. He just needs more reps with Joe, and it will pick up. Yeah, there's definitely that chemistry that he didn't get throughout the preseason and, obviously, training camp. He didn't play preseason, and neither did any of our starters. But throughout training camp, especially. And, yeah, it's that chemistry you get from just playing with the quarterback, really getting the reps down, everything like that. But, yeah, no, Nick Chubb's done. Nick Chubb is going off in a cart, guys. Nick Chubb is going off in a cart, and he has a brace around his ankle. Nick Chubb, I think he might be done for the season. Nick Chubb might be done for the season, guys. Dang. The Clowns are in such a bad spot, man. The Clowns are in such a bad spot. I mean, they do throw a touchdown here. Deshaun Watson passed to Jacoby Ford in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. The backup running back got a touchdown on the play, which is ironically enough, but it doesn't really matter because you just might have lost Nick Chubb for the season. And Nick Chubb, I mean, that's 90% of your offense. And the Browns can't afford to have a bad season, guys. Next year, they're negative $60 million in the hole. They need to have a good season this year. They can't afford to have a bad season. And next year, they're negative $60 million in the hole. They're going to have to really, pick it up. So that's sad, man. That is sad for the Browns. And I don't usually say that, but I do hate injuries. And I'll forever, feel bad for a team when injuries happen. Because they happen to all of us, right? They happen to the best of us. It's not just the Steelers or the Browns. Okay, they kicked the extra point is good, but the Steelers jumped off sides for no freaking reason. I don't know why the Steelers jumped off sides. There was no point for them to do that. What was the point of them jumping off sides? The guy just stood up and started walking forward and jumped off sides. Offsides defense. Also, another side note here, just a random side note here. Why this game is so much slower than the Panthers versus Saints game? That game's in the third quarter already. That's insane. He's a good tight end. He would have got that one past Sunday. Everyone would be praising him. Oh, if he would have caught that third down pass where he tried to toe tap on the sideline, but he couldn't get his second foot in bounds, people would have loved him. Because it would have been like, wow, that's the guy we need. That's the guy we need. But instead, yeah, he didn't get it. So they're going for 2 now. Because the Steelers jumped off sides, they're going for 2. And they actually got it. Wow. Okay, Clowns. I'll give you, man. The Clowns actually went for 2 because the Steelers jumped off sides. And they got it. I don't know why the Steelers guy jumped off sides, man. This Steelers squad tonight is undisciplined. This is a very unlike Mike Tomlin to have this undisciplined of a squad tonight. You don't expect this type of undisciplined squad to happen. I mean, you had a fumble, you had a stupid kickoff play. You have so many problems tonight. You don't expect this from Mike Tomlin's squad. I mean, you expect this from the Clowns, but not the Squealers. Usually the Squealers, I gotta give them the respect that they're usually a little bit more, tamed with this kind of stuff. But yeah, you never want to see injuries. Again, like I said, I'll say that a million bazillion times. It sucks whenever injuries happen, but they do happen, it's just part of football. And that's why you got to go into any given game, this is why, especially when you go throughout the season to the postseason, we always talk about depth purposes. We just cut La'el Collins. I don't know why we cut La'el Collins. I still don't get that. I mean, I guess salary cap purposes, but our biggest problem last year in the playoffs was not having a, right tackle. It was having our injuries with the offensive line. So not having, offensive line depth is our biggest problem. So the Bengals go, wow, let's just cut the one thing we have. Offensive line depth. Let's get rid of it. I just don't understand it. I get it because of money for, contracts. But if you're not going to work on any other contracts this year, it's a waste. So it's a waste. That was a waste if you're not going to work on any other contracts this year. Couldn't we have traded him and got something? Yeah, we could have. We could have traded him. And I guarantee you, if we would have traded La'el Collins, somebody would have gave us something good for him. Because he had a very team-friendly contract where he was getting paid per game he played. So he didn't just get paid, endlessly here. He got paid every game he played, which was awesome because it helps out the team in the salary cap. So yeah, I think, and he had 2 years left on his contract. There would have been a lot of people, I think, who gave us something for him. At least a 5th round pick. Maybe a 4th round pick. Shoot, even maybe the Cowboys would have traded us Cooper Rush for him. I would have took Cooper Rush for him. Maybe he's not going to come back or considering retirement. Based on what I said, no. He's not either of those options. He's fully wanting to play. Based on, like, because there were some rumors that said that, like, maybe he asked to be released or he asked to be cut. Based on Zach Taylor, no. He did not ask to be cut. He did not ask to be released. This was a decision that the Bengals made themselves. There was no, like, you know, like he asked for this. No, he didn't ask for it. We just did it because we thought it was the best move moving forward. So, it was idiotic of us. Because we literally just did it just cuz. Which made no sense at the end of the day for us. Because, again, it does not work out. Maybe we sign him down the road, but I'm sure someone will sign him. I'm sure someone will sign him. They're going to wait for him to be out. They're going to wait for him to get back from his injury, which is week 4. So he'll be out for the next 2 weeks. And then someone probably will sign him. Once he comes back from his injury, he's 100% healthy. Someone's going to give him a new contract or a new offer or something. Because there's no reason not to. Even if you bring him in as like a depth piece. He clearly shows that he'll work with you on a contract, right? He clearly shows he'll work on a contract with you. Because he worked a contract with Cincinnati Bengals. He took a team-friendly deal. Which was he getting paid per game. So it's very possible he'll do that for another team. And coaches all around the league are going to love that. Because they'll be like, wow, we can get this guy for cheap. It's not going to cost us that much. And at the same time, we're able to, you know, get a starter on our roster. So, it didn't make any sense. Collins has too many injury issues. No, I understand he does. That's why I'm not saying that he would come back and be a starter for us. But even as a backup, just a depth piece, think about it like this. Let's say, knock on wood here, but you're in an AFC Championship game again, and, you know, Jonah goes down with injury again. Would you rather have Collins come in or Jackson Carman or Cody Ford? You know? That's what it comes down to. Who do you want to come in that AFC Championship game when everything goes to heck? Do you want a trash can to come in? Or do you want someone like Collins who, yeah, he has injury concerns, but at least he can play? And as long as, you know, Jonah stays healthy, you're not going to play him the whole season anyway. So if anything, he's just sitting there and only getting paid for games he plays. So he's only going to be playing then, what, 15 games? Because he'll be out for 4, right? 14 games. You're only paying him for 14 games. So you're not, so his cap hit was, I think, $8 million. You're only paying him, like, probably 5 of that million. So you're only paying him, like what, 3/4 of that contract? That was such a good team-friendly. I don't know why we did it. The only way I could see us doing it was if we had a reason of, well, we did it because we wanted to bring in, you know, we wanted to sign someone else like T to a contract extension, and this was the only way we could have done it was by actually doing this. That would have made sense, and that would have been the only reason why we would have done it. But we didn't do that, so I don't understand it. But again, as Coach Taylor said, and, you know, everything we have heard so far, this was a decision that was made that they feel was best for the team. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. They wanted the extra money, which, again, yes, they had the Joe Burrow's contract right around the corner. So that does make sense that you're like, well, Joe's around the corner. You got to get him under contract. You know, you want to have as much money as possible just in case that contract goes sour. And, you know, you have to put some extra money in there. It's just, it's a mess, man. It's a mess. I hope we sign someone else. I really hope we sign somebody else. Because I love Jackson Carman. He's a good left tackle. He cannot play right tackle. He cannot play right tackle. He's a good left tackle. He can't play right tackle. So I'm okay with him at left tackle, right? That's okay. I have no problem with that. But at right tackle, I have a problem with Jackson Carman. And behind that, out of the guys available, well, he's the best option. If we're being honest here, because you're not going to go with, what's his name? You're not going to go with Cody Ford at right tackle if, you know, Collins goes down. You're not going with, I mean, you already got rid of Keem, so you're not going with him anyway. I mean, there's nobody else. It's interesting. But, you know what? I'm going to trust the process and hope everything works out with that. By the way, just a shout out to the Steelers here for going, getting stopped yet again there. I mean, so far today, what's the stats look like for this game? Let me get my mouse over here. There we go. All right, so the stats so far this game. Let me go to box score here. So far in the first half. Deshaun Watson, 8 for 12, 65 yards and a touchdown in this first half so far. Yeah, all those Browns fans are trash just for our numbers in the first half versus the Browns. And look at these first half numbers for the Browns and the Steelers. They look like us. Nice. Nice. We didn't throw an interception, though. Nick Chubb, 64 yards on the ground, and he's hurt for the season. I mean, honestly, I think we ran the ball more than the Steelers did efficiently. -3 rushing yards in the first half. Holy moly, Steelers. Y'all got to fight back on that one, man. They do have a touchdown, though. Well, the Steelers don't have a touchdown. Well, not on offense, at least. But offensively, compared to us, I think we actually played. I think we played better in the first half than the Steelers did, at least. We ran the ball for more yards than -3 yards. Oh, man. And the Browns tried to throw a pick six already. The Browns' first play, when they get the ball back, they throw a pass to the tight end. The pass bounces off the tight end's hands and almost gets picked off. How is this happening again, bro? How is this happening again? I do feel bad for Nick Chubb, though. I feel very bad for Nick Chubb. Oh. You believe that it was mostly a money situation why we cut Collins. So, here's what I was thinking about that, right? There's a couple different reasons why you would cut Collins there, okay? Number one, you cut Collins because you're trying to show that you fully, you're fully, committed to Jonah Williams. That's number one. That's the one reason why you cut Collins. Because you're trying to show, listen, Jonah, you're the starter. We understand he was a starter before, but when he comes back, you are still the starter, right? And how do you show that? You cut Collins and say, see, we do not believe that we don't want anyone else in here to jeopardize you being the starter, right? That's number one. That's number one. Number two, you cut Collins is money, right? And that's kind of the reason that the Bengals gave us for why they cut Collins. Was because of salary cap, not salary cap problems, but because you wanted to restructure. I mean, you want to get more money for the salary cap. There was no reason, and that was face mask, by the way. Wow, the Browns got a holding call, which they did hold, but they also got a face mask that was not called versus the Steelers there. On 3rd and 12 here, TJ Watt tries to sack Watson and ends up being an incomplete pass as he throws the ball. Risky pass right there. But anyway, though, number two is money, right? And that's the reason why we got really told why they cut Collins was because, you want money for other players, salary cap, purpose, or whatever. And I think that's probably the reason why. I don't think they did it to commit to, to Jonah, like, hey, Jonah, this is your job. I just don't understand because we could have cut him or traded him, and it would have been the same impact on our salary cap. It would have been a $6 million savings, $1.75 million cap hit. A cut, like a dead money hit. I don't understand why you don't just keep him and trade him. I don't understand that, because you trade him and you literally you can trade him for a draft pick. Now, I think here's what I will say about the whole situation, right? Is if you cut Collins, I'm not sure if we get a compensatory pick or not. We might get a compensatory pick because we cut him, right? And if we cut him, we could technically sign him back to a 1-year contract and then lose him after this year and get a pick for him because he's technically a starter on our roster that we're losing. So, I mean, there's I don't know. We'll see what the Bengals end up doing. There's a lot of different options of what they could do here. Or they could just cut him and never see him again and say, whatever, we don't care. Do you think the Bengals will be okay? The Bengals will be fine. The Bengals will be absolutely fine, guys. I 1000% believe the Bengals will be fine. I have full confidence the Bengals will bounce back and everything will work out. We have a 4-game stretch before a bye week here that's very winnable, very achievable, and I'm not scared at all going into these next 4 games. We will be fine. RELAX, relax. We will be absolutely fine here. But, yeah, no, I don't like our offensive line depth. I'll say that. No matter what happens here, I think we'll be fine, but I don't like our offensive line depth. And that's something that we had issues last year with, and now we're having issues this year with. So, hopefully, you know, we do something about it. I don't think we're going to sign anyone, though. I truly don't believe we'll sign anyone. So, who knows? I think we just need to trade for Cooper Rush, get ourselves a backup quarterback, and then maybe go sign L. Collins back, okay? Sign him back to a 1-year deal, get him back here, and then let him go after the season and get a pick. That's the only logical thing I can think of right now because there's no other reason to keep him. I mean, let him go like this. 3rd down and 5 for the Squealers. They throw across the middle. Nobody's open because he wasn't even near a receiver. Kenny Pickett cannot hit a broadside of a barn right now. Man, this broadside of the barns are not doing good for Kenny Pickett. Mike Tomlin looks so ticked off right now. Bro, that is absolutely hilarious. Hold up. That is actually freaking hilarious. So, what's his name? The Steelers made a 52-yard field goal here by Chris Boswell. But, so George Pickens, right? Last week, George Pickens did not get any, like, he got 4 receptions, right? He went to the bench. He was complaining. He was, you know, bitching just like, what's his name, like AB used to do for the Steelers, right? He was on social media. He was upset. He was liking tweets of people saying he should get the ball more. He was an absolute menace, right? He was, like, being very disrespectful to the Steelers. They just threw him the ball across the middle there, and it wasn't the greatest pass of all time, but they threw the ball across the middle there, and literally George Pickens does not get it and goes, that's on me. That's on me. Like, bro, you just complained so much about not getting the football last week. And now you're the guy who drops the football? You're the guy who doesn't catch the football? Like, bro, you got to make sure you catch the football there. I think our 3rd-string quarterback is better than Jake Browning. You talking about Will Grier? Will Grier, he actually has NFL experience. I mean, he's 0-2, right? That's not good. But he has NFL experience. He's played 2 games in the NFL, while, you know, everyone else on this squad, well, I mean, Jake Browning, obviously, the only other guy, he has played 0 NFL. Like, he hasn't played any regular season games. He's only been in the preseason. But at the same time, again, Will Grier doesn't know the playbook like Jake Browning does, though. Jake Browning has been playing in this system under Brian Callahan for 2 years now. Will Grier has played 0 games under Brian Callahan so far. He didn't even play the preseason, really. No, he didn't actually play any preseason. So, it's one of those situations where it's like, you know, Will Grier will have to come in and really take over for a system he does not know, and an offense he does not know, and learn a whole entire new system. It's going to be tough. It would be very tough for Will Grier to do it, while Jake Browning, well, I don't think he's the best player of all time. He at least knows the system, and he has chemistry with these receivers. Like, Jake Browning has chemistry with T. Higgins, with Jamar Chase, with, not Irv Smith, but Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Actually, no, also Irv Smith. He played in the preseason together. He played in the preseason with Irv Smith and all these guys. So, yeah, Jake Browning does have a whole preseason of chemistry with all these starting players, while Will Grier will not. He played preseason for the Cowboys, didn't he? Yeah, Will Grier played all 3 preseason games for the Cowboys. And he looked good. He really did look good. I'm not going to, go against that at all. He looked very good in the preseason. But again, that was the preseason. You know, that's why I'm not going to say, like, oh, Jake Browning looked good in the preseason, so that automatically makes Jake Browning a great player. It doesn't. But, again, you know, Jake Browning, at least he has played preseason with our guys, with our players. So he knows what he's doing with our players. So that's the only thing I will say that gives me a little bit confidence if we did bring in Jake Browning was Jake at least knows our players and have chemistry with our players, while Will Greer, who only played 2 games ever in the NFL at quarterback, he has had 2 losses and he threw a couple interceptions. So he won't be as up to date with our team. But who knows, though? I guess, you know, they're going to figure out what the best option is. And if we can't play Burrow in this Rams game, they're going to have to figure out what they want to do. But did he catch that ball? No, he didn't catch it. Ha! 3rd and 7, and the Browns go for a deep shot, and they cannot catch the ball on the Steelers cornerback there. Who was that on? He caught that, didn't he? 1. Oh, that is so close. That is so freaking close to a catch by Elijah Moore. Was that has to be a catch. That wasn't a catch. That is crazy, man. That was so close to being a catch by Elijah Moore. He almost got that toe tap, 2nd foot in bounds there. That's insane, but it is Steelers football. I mean, okay. I forgot to change it back to Browns football. These teams keep going 3 and out every freaking 5 seconds. But I forgot to change it back, but now it's already Steelers football again. So 7 minutes to go in the second quarter here. And it is a 11-10 ball game. Wow. This game is interesting so far. I'll definitely say that. Like, it's funny because it's not, like, bad, right? And maybe I'm just so conditioned to be an AFC North fan that these games don't feel like they're bad games to me. These games feel like they're just like, oh, yeah, this is football. This is how we love it, you know? We love this type of action, right? Normal football fans are like, dude, this game's the most boring game of all time. Browns uniforms are super yucky. Man, they're the clowns. They're always yucky. They're always yucky. They got the clownies, man. They actually do have... Oh, wait. That's a new uniform, right? I think they should rest Burrow versus the Rams game. I think at the very least, they'll rest Burrow during the Rams game. There's no reason to put Burrow in during that Rams game. At all. Out of any of the games, the Rams game makes no sense. I mean, you can make the argument Titans game. It's a, AFC North opponent, head-to-head, conference team. Maybe you put him in that game, okay. But there's no reason to put him in that Rams game. All you're doing by putting him in the Rams game is risking injury and risking problems. And there's no reason to do that. Because especially Aaron Donald, I said it before my video, but listen, I promise you one thing, and this is me fully hearted saying this. Aaron Donald would love nothing more than to hurt Joe Burrow in that game. He would love nothing more. With their season probably going to heck this year, he might be in the last year with the Rams. They would love to hurt Joe Burrow. I've been a lifelong Bengals fan, but hate to see that happen to Chubb. He handles like AJ Green running backs. Yeah, I hate to see it too. Again, like I said, I hate the clowns, right? I hate the squealers, but I never want to see injuries. They're the ugliest part of football, and it's just a part of football that you wish wasn't a thing, but it is a thing. And it's going to be a thing forever. And it sucks because, again, like I said, even if you hate, these teams, which I do, you don't want to see that ever happen. Hang on, lads. Ban. It sucks, man. But hopefully he's okay. I'm hoping he's okay. I haven't seen an update on him. If you guys have an update in the chat, tell me. I'm just hoping it's something small and minuscule. Let me see. He dislocated his left knee and tore his MCL, PCL, and LCL, was caught as damage. Okay, no, that was... Okay. I read it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. I was so absolutely... Okay. He did that in 2015. In 2015, he tore his left knee, tore his MCL, PCL, and LCL with cartilage damage. That was back in 2015. Okay. He injured the same knee that... He injured the same knee that he had that really bad injury back in 2015 from. So he injured the same knee he had before. He's already been ruled out of the game with an injury so gruesome that ABC News chose not to show the replay. An awful scene for the NFL best running back. Oh, he's going to be out for the season then. If his injury was so gruesome, which we saw it, but it didn't look that gruesome. If it was so gruesome they couldn't show it, then he's out for the season. He injured the same knee he had that whole entire problem with. Where he tore his ACL, PCL, LCL, and his left knee. He tore it again. I think they hey guys, hope everyone is having a good live. First time commenter, long time fan. I appreciate you, Nine. Thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate it. Glad Mahomes is now the highest paid. Take off some heat from Burrow. Wait, Mahomes got a new contract? I did not even see Mahomes got a new contract. Oh, wow. Yep, he got a new contract. With Burrow, $55 million per year. Mahomes won't be topping Burrow, but will now average. Oh no, he's not the highest paid quarterback though. Burrow is still the highest paid quarterback. Mahomes' new contract will only put him at 52.6 per year over the next 4 seasons. So he's not going to be above Burrow. Yeah, Mahomes' contract is not above Burrow, so he's not the highest paid. He's still going to be down there for not highest paid. 3rd and 10 here, and Jalen Warren gets a first down. I do see on the screen that it's a touchdown. George Pickens had a 71-yard touchdown pass. Holy crap, man. Yeah, I see that. George Pickens touchdown. I'm like a couple plays behind. That's insane. Well, you know, George Pickens complained last week about not getting the football. And now, you know, I guess it works out for him because he gets a 71-yard touchdown pass here. He will, though. It's a 4-year. All right. Is there like a... Let me see if there's a breakdown of this contract. Contract extension. Wow. Pickens was wide open. And, yeah, man, he just outran anyone. He just outran everyone. Going for Schittsburg or the Clowns. I'd rather the Schittsburg win because of the fact that at least if they win, the Browns beat us head-to-head. The Clowns already beat us head-to-head. So if Squealers win here, then they're 1-1. The Browns are 1-1. We're 0-2. But again, a team that beat us head-to-head lost. So at least then, if we beat the Squealers twice this year, back-to-back. Well, not back-to-back. But we season sweep the Steelers, then it's better for us. So for that reason, I will say I want the Clowns to win. I mean, the Squealers to win, not the Clowns. Kenny Pickett got drilled on the play. Kenny Pickett got absolutely drilled on that play. I would not be surprised if that's a concussion. That looks like that could potentially be concussion protocol. Alright, I'm trying to look up this contract. $218 million with escalators. So, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport and Tom Pinacero reported that by the end of 2026, the deal could reach $218 million with escalators. Okay. Yeah, we need the Squealers to win this game. That would be best for us, especially after everything that went down with the Browns. We need the Browns to lose we need the Browns and Ravens to lose as many games as possible to make up for the fact that we lost. Alright, let me see here. I'm trying to see if there's any, like breakdown of the contract. So, in the restructured Patrick Mahomes agreement, he now receives $210.6 million between 2023 and 2026, the most in NFL history over a 4-season span. His compensation for those years is guaranteed with escalators. The agreement could reach up to $218 million by the end of 2026. I hate to see the Squealers win, but I also hate to see the Clowns win too. Alright, Steelers going for 2 here. It's going to be a run play up the middle, and Najee Harris gets absolutely stopped, and he fumbles the ball. He fumbles the ball. I think Nick Chubb will be out for the season. I don't think Nick Chubb's coming back. He re-injured the same knee that he lost literally back in 2015. Where he had an ACL, PCL, and MCL tear. And the same knee got hurt yet again. So I don't think he'll be back. Rather see Steelers win. Better for us in the division. Yeah, Steelers winning is better for us overall wise. Because we lost. Because we can still beat the Steelers twice, it's better for us. But that's only because we can beat the Steelers twice. Alright, guys. 1 second. And auction. Alright. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So now it's 16-11. Talk about a score, man. I did not expect that type of score in this game. 16-11. That's how you know you got AFC North, man. That's how you know you're watching the AFC North game. Is when the score is 16-11. Such a weird game score. Chubb is a big loss for the Browns offense. That's a detrimental loss. Like, I don't know how the Browns will cover this season from losing Chubb. And you got to keep in mind, this season is the last season the Browns have before they're in rebuild mode. Because after this season, guess what happens? They're going to lose everything. They're going to lose everything. Because they're negative $60 million after this season. So, yeah, it's really bad. I saw it live, and at first it didn't look like too horrendous, but then I'm like, oh no, that's pretty bad. And again, you gotta keep in mind that they lost, well, obviously Nick Chubb and Mika got hurt on that play. But, I mean, that's GG, man. That's absolutely GG. I feel so bad for Chubb. Even though he's a Cleveland clown, I don't care. That sucked, man. That sucks to see that. It is horrendous to see injuries like that, but it is a part of football, and as I always say, it's always the ugliest part of football is that injuries happen like that. But the Browns gonna have to really, kind of bank on their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, in this receiving game getting going. I don't know how much that's gonna help them though, because so far, even against us, who in that monsoon game, they didn't look that good. And tonight, they're not looking good at all. I mean, they started off the game with a pick six, right? That's like the worst way to start off the game. But, I mean, they're going to try to bounce back. I will say, though, with Deshaun Watson, I still believe in this game, we're really seeing it, is that he's starting off the season slow, which is what we expect, right? Because, again, this is his first time playing with the Browns since last season. He only played 6 games with the Browns last season. So it's not like he has too much play time with the Cleveland Browns. And now he has to, kind of be forced in a situation where they're not able to use Nick Chubb. They're not able to use their, pretty much their best player on their offense. So, I can't wait. I hate the Browns, but I respect Nick Chubb, though. Yeah. No, that's kind of how I feel, too. And it really comes down to, listen, at the end of the day, unless you're Aaron Donald, who I do hate Aaron Donald because he's dirty and he's, just an awful person in general. But other than Aaron Donald, any other player, I don't really hate a player. I don't really, I don't hate Kenny Pickett. I hate the Squealers, but I don't hate Kenny Pickett, right? He only threw 180 for us. Oh yeah, but keep in mind though, with what they need from not Kenny Pickett. What they need from Deshaun Watson, the Browns, to be successful this year, 180 yards is nothing. Like they can't work and function off of Deshaun Watson getting 180 yards in a game. Like they need Deshaun Watson to go out there and put up some big boy numbers, some crazy numbers, right? Because that's the only way they're gonna win. Yeah, I hate Aaron Donald because he's a disgusting player. He's a good player. He's a good one. But ever since I saw him in that Rams 49ers game on Thursday Night Football, when Jeremy Curley, he pinched the back of the neck of Jeremy Curley. It looked like he was trying to kill him on the play, which Aaron Donald is a martial arts expert, so he could have been trying to kill him on the play because he was so mad that Jeremy Curley beat him on the play. And then that ended up resulting in Donald smashing his helmet and getting kicked out of the game. So, I do not like Donald. I don't respect him. I don't like him. I don't think he's a good player. I think he's a great player, but I think he's a horrible human being. Which, you know, just my personal opinion again, but I don't like him. I think he's dirty as heck. And I can't respect a player who's dirty. I can't. But it is what it is at the end of the day when it comes to him. You know, he's going to be his same self throughout his whole entire career. And I think he's going to probably retire soon anyway. I thought he was going to retire after the Super Bowl. But he came back and now, like, I don't know what he's doing still there on that team. That team doesn't really got that much to work out for. Okay, so let's look at this contract for Patrick Mahomes. What's this Patrick Mahomes contract looking like? How much time is left in this second quarter? Oh, I'm way behind. I just realized how far I'm behind. Holy crap. I don't know how I got so far behind. Okay, well, that's good to know. I don't know how I got so far behind. I think because I clicked out of the tab, it just stopped my live stream, like on the game. So I was like way behind. I didn't realize how far I was behind. I apologize, guys. All right, so it's 2nd down and 8 now for the Steelers. I gotta move the ball back to Pittsburgh's side. I was still in the 2-point conversion like 5 minutes ago. Holy crap. I was so focused on this Patrick Mahomes contract, I wasn't paying attention. Which, to be honest, is probably more important. It's way more important in this game right now. Because it looks like the Steelers... I don't know. I'd say the Steelers win this game, but at the same time, they're both so bad. And now that Nick Chubb's out of this game got 1,000 times worse. Alright, let me see if there's any actual, like, breakdown of this contract. And not just, like, Alright, giving him 216, make it 4 hours, okay. So, what's his current contract, then? So, his current contract was a 10-year contract, right? So, where is Kansas City? There he is. So his current contract was a 10-year, and they're just giving him now a 4-year extension for 210 up to 214. Alright, so here's his current contract. His current contract was set to expire in 2031. But that's because he has 4 voidable years onto his current contract. Crazy, it's only second quarter. Bro, that's an understatement. Because the freaking Panthers game right now is in the 4th quarter. And the Panthers game only started like 20 minutes before this game. But anyway, though, alright, so his current contract expires in 2031. Holy crap. And they give him a 4-year extension. So that 4-year extension would be after 2027, which would take him, based on this contract here, what is the number? The Chiefs and Mahomes plan to revisit the agreement again after the 2026 season. Equally, sports CEO. Okay, no, never mind. So, J.C. Bates and Von Bell going off with the Panthers. Wait, what? Jesse Bates? He's the Falcons, man. Jesse Bates is the Falcons now. Wait. For the Panthers. You saying Jesse Bates is going off for the Falcons? Which he did. He did go off week 1 for the Falcons. And then Von Bell is going off for the Panthers. Yeah. Yeah, they're all doing good. Hayden Hurst did good last week, too. Hayden Hurst did really, really good last week. Okay, so this is not extension. I'm stupid. This is restructuring. This is a restructure, okay. So they're restructuring all these years from 2024 to 2031. And they're putting him in a contract of a 4-year contract for $210 million. Okay. That's interesting. So, and it's fully guaranteed too. Alright guys, so we're going to be breaking down the new contract that just got presented to us for Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes is restructuring his contract. His old contract was 2024 here all the way down to 2031. It was 4 years of voidable years, which means every single one of these years, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031, he was owed this separate amount of money. And he's still going to be owed this separate amount of money in those said years. But what this new contract does is it's a 4-year contract now. So instead of having right there, how many years he had left on that contract? He had 3 years left on that contract. Instead of having 3 years left, he now gets 4 years on that contract. It takes him from 2024 over to 2027. Right? Yes. Yeah, so 2027. And that money now, or sorry, 2023 to 2026. And he's now going to be paid $210.6 million over that said period, which is the most in the NFL over a 4 season span, which is crazy. He also has those years are fully guaranteed. With escalators, the agreement could reach up to $218.1 million by the end of 2026. So from now until 2026, he could make up to $218.1 million. That's insane. And keep in mind, after 2026, he's still owed in 2028, because that's where the voidable years start. He's still owed $27.1 million, $44.9, $50.4, $52.45. So whatever they end up, giving him after that contract-wise, he's still owed all that money plus his new contract that they give him in the end there. So he's going to get paid the most money in NFL history of any quarterback of all time by the end of this. Because there's no way he's not going to, his new contract after that is going to be probably above 30, 40 million a year. And you have literally all that is dead money. The voidable years, that's all dead money owed. So that's going to be $27.1 million plus his new contract, $44.9 plus his new contract, $50.4 plus his new contract. So he's not technically making more per year than Joe Burrow. Joe's making currently 55 per year. Mahomes is making 52.7 a year. But over that span, he is making the most money in NFL history. And again, after this contract's over, his next contract is going to be the most money in human history when it comes to quarterbacks. He's going to be making, let's say roughly he makes 55 a year and starting in 2027, right? Let's say he signs a contract of, let's say 2028 to 2031, right? Those voidable years. He signs a contract. If he's making 55 a year during that time, it's 55 plus 27, which is around 82 million, his first year of that contract. Second year is around 99 million. Third year is around 105 million. And fourth year will be around 107 million over that time period if he gets a new contract. Which he will. 33 or 36 years old, he's going to get a new contract. He's going to make the most money in human history. That is going to be the craziest thing ever. So Joe just got paid all that money, and now Mahomes is getting pretty much, in sense, going to be the total of the same here. And he gets 210 fully guaranteed. Which means, obviously, Joe got, 218, 219 fully guaranteed. Mahomes gets right around that ballpark range of fully guaranteed money. That is insane. I can't wait to see, when this contract goes to overthecap.com so we can really break it down and look into it and see all the details and all the fine, tooth and comb. But we already know he's probably going to hit all the criteria they're going to make him hit or ask him to hit going into this contract, right? They're probably not asking him outrageous things for him to accomplish. So that means he's going to probably make $218.1 million by the end of 2026. I mean, he better go win like 7 more Super Bowls for them for that money, man. Because they're going to be in salary cap hell. H-E double hockey sticks completely over the next period of time because of this contract and how crazy this contract actually is. They're going to be in a salary cap desert and try and just find any bit of water they can. Because, bro, that is a lot of money. And at least with Joe, the way Joe's contract is structured is we can at least work around it and kind of push money. This is with Joe's extension. This is restructured. It's not an extension. This is restructured, so this is even worse for that. But at least with Joe extension, we could push money in the future and do stuff like that. You can't really do that with this, so shout out to Mahomes for getting the bag, man, because that man just got like 1,000 times richer, and that's insane, man. But GG, guys. I want to break this down in this video. Peace out. Alright, sorry, guys. I want to make that video for the YouTube. You think the Bengals will make the playoffs? Yes, I do believe we'll make the playoffs. I think we'll win the division, and I still think we win the conference. I will forever, ever, ever, ever say we will win the division and win the conference, because I fully do believe that. I think we started off 0-2. Last year, we made the AFC Championship game. We started off 0-2 this year. We'll make the AFC Championship game and Super Bowl. I think we'll be absolutely fine. I have 1,000% confidence that we'll be fine this season. I know a lot of people are already kind of jumping board saying, you know, it's over, it's over, it's over. I do not believe it's over. I think we'll be fine. I think 1,000% we win the division. I'm not 1,000% we win the conference. Just because, again, those things are out of our hand. But I think division, we have it. I don't think starting off 0-2 in the division either is going to change anything. It's a big deal. It's just not going to change anything. Yeah, they should make the playoffs once the offense gets going. Yeah, and I mean, last week, again, second half last week, our offense got going. 1,000% our offense got going last week. It wasn't perfect in the first half, but you know what? Second half was fine. Alright, let me fix this here, guys. Oh, nope, that's the Mahomes contract. The Steelers right now are driving. They're not driving. It's the Browns football. Dude, I cannot catch up with this game for some reason. My YouTube Sunday ticket is just absolutely broken right now. I'm trying to catch up with it, and there's so many problems. It's actually Browns football right now. Alright. I'm just going to keep it on the live thing here because this way I don't miss a play here. Alright, I'm on 1st down and 10. I know it's actually, I believe it's 2nd down. No, is it? No, I think we're good. I think we're good. We'll update here. We might be actually live here, which is crazy because we're never live. Alright, 1st down 10 for the Browns. It's going to be a run play up the middle, and he actually gains 3 or 4 yards on the play. That actually was kind of funny how many yards he actually gained. Because I thought it looked like he was going to get tackled in the backfield and get shut down, and he actually gained more yards than I thought he was going to gain. So it actually was a decent run for him altogether. Because it looked like he was going to get absolutely mollywopped on the play. He did kind of get mollywopped, but he still got a couple yards. 2nd down and 7 here, boys. Let's see. This is going to be an incomplete pass to Donovan Peoples-Jones. Just saw on the thing. And, yep. Ball got batted down at the line of scrimmage. Dang, bro. The Steelers cannot catch any breaks. I mean, Browns cannot catch any breaks tonight. After losing their best player on the field, man, like, they're just absolutely getting mollywopped. We're still in the 2nd quarter, bro. The Panthers-Saints game is about to end. And this Browns-Steelers game is still in the second quarter. Bro, that's insane. One game's about to end that started pretty much the same time. And this game is still going. And bam. TJ Watt sacks Deshaun Watson. And Deshaun Watson's hurt. Deshaun Watson's hurt. Bro, if Deshaun Watson goes down, this is going to be insane. TJ Watt sacked Deshaun Watson, and Watson could not get up for a minute. Deshaun Watson was on the ground for a good minute after he got sacked. Dude, if Deshaun goes down this season at any time, we might see Cleveland riot. We might see Cleveland riot. They might burn the city to the ground. If Deshaun Watson gets hurt, because now I think Nick Chubb's probably out for the season. So if Deshaun goes out for the season, man, oh my gosh. I would not want to live anywhere near Cleveland. That's going to be almost as bad as when LeBron left Cleveland. That's almost as bad. If Deshaun Watson, after all that guaranteed money, all the problems, if he gets hurt for the season, man, they're going to have to put Deshaun Watson in witness protection program. 2 big plays by TJ. Yeah, TJ, man, he's one of the best for a reason. I didn't see... How many plays did Miles do today? I didn't see anything crazy about Myles Garrett tonight. I don't know, man. All right, 55-yard field goal attempt for the Browns. 4th and 14, 55-yard kick, and it's good. It's amazing how the Browns cut their kicker, Cade York, the guy that they had so much confidence in. They cut him, got somebody else off free agency, Dustin Hopkins, and they look so much better as a special teams unit. Like, that is crazy, man. They look so much better after cutting Cade York. Freaking Panthers-Saints game. Yup, this game's almost done with. What's happening on the other Monday night game? Steelers-Browns. We're in the first quarter. We're never going to get done this game. The Saints are going to win that game. That's crazy. Saints just had a big play in that game. So, Saints going to win. So, Saints are going to be, what? 2-0 then. Because they're 2-0. Because they just beat the Titans. That's crazy, man. This season's starting off so weird. I don't like how this season's starting off, man. This season's starting off so weird. Alright, let me upload the Bengals fan reacts to Patrick Mahomes' new 4-year, what is it, $218.1 million contract. Reconstruction. That's crazy. To say a reconstruction is actually crazy. Because I figured it would be like an extension, not a reconstruction of the contract. I'm not surprised, though. I'm not surprised. Because, again, like I said, he was making a lot of money already. So, restructuring that contract is not that crazy. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, we're almost at halftime, boys. We almost survived to halftime. You know, it's so funny. It's like, I'm so used to these type of games in the AFC North here. That it's like, I'm so conditioned to it, man. I'm so conditioned to these type of games. Like, it's 14-16 at almost at halftime, man. How is this even football right now? This is such a funny game. 14-16. If I told anyone that, the first answer they should give me is, oh, the AFC North is playing. 14-16 at halftime? Wow, man, the AFC North is playing. Alright, what half, boys? Halftime. Let's go. I think who gets the ball at a half? The Steelers get the football because they had the pick 6 to start the first half. There we go. Dang, bro. That first half right there was an hour and 55 minutes. Hour and 55 minutes that first half was. They spared zero expense on that first half, man. They were like, listen, we're going to make sure you guys got some football to watch. Alright, so let's look at the first half stats. Team stats. So the first half, for the team that trashed just so much, the Cleveland Clowns. Okay, they had 102 yards. Okay, I can't do it. Pittsburgh leads 16-14.5. Yeah. 16-14.5, man. That's AFC North football right there. That's an AFC North score. So Deshaun Watson, 102 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in the first half. Nick Chubb, obviously done for the season, 64 yards, 0 touchdowns. Other than that, I mean, look at that. 13 rushing yards outside of Nick Chubb. Once Nick Chubb went down for the, game, literally they have had 13 rushing yards after that. That is insane. And that's probably going to be how it looks moving forward if Nick Chubb doesn't come back. I mean for the season, not just for this game. Amari Cooper, 34 yards rushing. Receiving. Not rushing. David Njoku, 30 yards receiving. David Bell had 1 reception, 14 yards. Jerome Ford, 2 receptions, 11 yards, and had the touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 1 reception, 7 yards. Yeah, that's ugly. And then for the Steelers, they had 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 151 yards. Najee Harris, 4 rushing yards. Because everyone else on the Steelers offense ran for negative yards in this game so far. Bro, Chubb's injury could keep him out for 2 years. It depends. So back in 2015, Nick Chubb he tore his left knee. He had an ACL, PCL, and LCL tear of his leg. And it's the same exact knee that he got hurt again on. It's the same exact injury he had from before. So that's not good. If you re-injure the exact same scenario that you got hurt before on, that's going to cause a lot of problems. Because you're probably going to have the same issues you had before. So, I would guess he's out for the year. I don't know how much longer, though, because, again, it really comes down to all of those, rehab, all that surgery he got on it. Is that going to cause more problems, right? It's going to cause more problems that, he already had it injured before. But, we'll see. They had 1 yard rushing in that first half, the Steelers did. After all those negative runs. Crazy. George Pickens had that 71-yard touchdown, which was literally the only thing he had in that game. 56 yards through the air for Jalen Warren, 3 receptions. Allen Robinson, 2 receptions, 12 yards. Calvin Austin, 1 reception, 10 yards. And nothing else the rest of that. And then it was all defense. Steelers got 3 sacks on defense in this game. TJ Watt got 1. Larry got 1. And DeMarvin Leal got 1. Okay. The Browns had how many sacks in this game so far? 0 sacks. And surprisingly enough, so TJ Watt's been pretty consistent. 3 total tackles, 2 solos, 1 sack. He had 1 pass deflection, 3 quarterback hits. Pretty good game for him. On the other side, Myles Garrett had 1 quarterback hit, 1 total tackle, and 1 solo tackle. I think TJ Watt's looking a little bit better than Myles Garrett in this game. I don't think we need Andy Dalton. I don't think we need Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton could stay wherever he's staying. He's with the Panthers anyway. Dalton's with the Panthers right now. He could stay there. I don't think we need Andy Dalton. And it looks like, yet again, Derek Carr is going to win for his 2nd game of the season. Michael Thomas is actually playing. Is this war going to end? Michael Thomas is playing, guys. What's happening here? How is Michael Thomas playing? Needs. No, I say go get Cooper Rush. If I'm the Bengals right now, I go trade for Cooper Rush. I would not want Andy Dalton. I want Cooper Rush. Get Cooper Rush in there. Get him to learn the offense. He already showed he can win games by just being a starter with the Cowboys. So why not go Cooper Rush? I think we can win with Cooper Rush. I think we can get the job done with Cooper Rush. If I'm the Bengals right now, I'm looking at the Cowboys and I'm saying, listen, we'll throw you over a 6th-round pick. You just got to trade Lance to back up, Prescott. Prescott was ticked about it. We'll make your life easier. We'll give you a 6th-round pick in, next year's draft. You give us Cooper Rush. We'll walk away. Handshake, right? That's all we do. That's what I do if I'm the Bengals right now. I just go get Cooper Rush. Because he can win games. He already has shown he can win games. And we should be fine moving forward with Cooper Rush. Panthers fans are already leaving the stadium, man. So many Panthers fans were excited about this Bryce Young pick. He was going to be the biggest thing ever. And he starting off slow. Listen, he is starting off slow. Yeah, like I said, Jake Browning, I don't think they're going to go with him. I think they're going to try to go get somebody else, and I think Cooper Rush is probably the best option to go get right now. There's really no reason to get anyone else but Cooper Rush. He has the best upside right now of any player that we could get. We're watching the Panthers right now try to do something at the end of this game. Everyone who's watching the Steelers-Browns game now is watching the Panthers game because it's a halftime. And this is so freaking bad of an offense the Panthers have. I don't know what they saw. Steelers and Browns are taking each other out. Dang, one physical game for sure. They are! You are absolutely true, Charles. They are taking each other out this game. Mika Fitzpatrick gets hurt in this game. Obviously, Nick Chubb got hurt in this game. Deshaun Watson before halftime. He couldn't get up after one play. They're destroying each other in this game. And I'm going to let them do it. I'm going to let them do it. Okay? I don't want to see injuries. I never condone injuries. Injuries are awful. Injuries are horrendous. But if they want to take each other out for one game, I'm okay. They can take each other out for dinner. Yeah, Panthers fans are already leaving. Panthers fans are so done, man. I feel bad for Panthers fans. They're so done, though. They're like, bro, we did all that. We celebrated the fact we got the first pick overall. Yeah, Pickett got hurt too, yeah. We did all that to prove that we're the best team, and then this happens. And then this happens, bro. They're like, bro, we tried. And now they're going to realize that they should have just waited till next year when Caleb Williams was available, and they could have just got Caleb Williams. That's, I think, is what they're going to realize in the end here, that Caleb Williams was probably the better sweepstakes to go for. They should have just traded up next year. Trading up this year was kind of stupid. There just isn't anything like the quarterbacks this year, not Kenny Pickett, oh my gosh. Now I'm thinking about Kenny Pickett. The quarterbacks this year with, what's his name? CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They could be really good quarterbacks in the NFL. But I don't think that, they're not going to be like next year. Next year, we have quarterbacks that they're saying could be Hall of Famers. This year it was always known that this year was not going to be the year for quarterbacks. There are going to be some decent players come out this year and maybe potentially be good. But next year was the year. So I just don't understand why the Panthers traded up so much this year to try to get somebody when they could have just did it next year and probably got themselves the future of their team. I understand you want to win and you don't want to wait and you're like, listen, we want to get it now. But it's just kind of like a impatient mentality, and now you're going to pay for it. So, I think Bryce Young's a great quarterback, don't get me wrong. I think CJ Stroud's going to be a great quarterback. But not compared to next year's class. Next year's class is going to be dominant. Hang on, guys. I'll look at the chat in 1 second. I'm just making a thumbnail for this video. Okay. CJ Stroud's going to be good. I think CJ Stroud's going to be good. I think he'll be really good. But he won't be as good as Caleb Williams or some of these other guys, David May, in this next draft. They're going to be way better than C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young will ever be. And again, that's not me saying they're not going to be good. They're going to be good quarterbacks, right? But it's like, it's just, there's a next level competition there. Andy Dalton knows this offense already. We got the weapons. Hang on, let me see something real fast. Brian Callahan. Okay, I want to see something real fast. Blah, 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 blah. Stats. Give me the stats of this guy. Alright, so Brian Callahan's been an offense coordinator since 2019. Right? When's the last year we had Andy Dalton? 2019. So, Dalton played 1 year under Callahan. 1 year under Callahan. Dalton played under Callahan. So, I wouldn't say he knows this offense 1,000%. Because he only played 1 year under Callahan. If he played more than 1 year under Callahan, I would agree with you. But playing 1 year under Callahan, he knows what he's doing, don't get me wrong. But it's been a very long time since he's played under Callahan. Now, you know, he knows other offenses. He's played around a lot of other games. While, you know, Will Grier and, not Will Grier probably, but Jake Browning has at least played under Callahan for a couple years now. Hey, Tom Grossi, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up? I appreciate the raid. Thank you so much, man. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it. W's in the chat for Tom Grossi, man. W's in the chat for Tom Grossi. What's up? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream, guys. Hey. But I got a question, though. Who here thinks Brandon Perna is overrated? Who thinks Brandon Perna is overrated? I was actually just watching GPS, too, right before the live stream, too. I feel low-key. I feel bad for Perna, though. I feel bad for Perna on the Hail Mary, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Cartoon Network. I feel bad for Perna on the Hail Mary, though. That Hail Mary he had with the Broncos and then the no PI call. I feel low-key bad for Perna, man. Exactly. Hashtag blame Perna. Exactly, Hunter. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Like I said, I feel low-key bad. I feel low-key bad for Perna. That man was so upset, though. I was watching I was watching Perna on that live stream too. And that man was going crazy because he did not think that was gonna be a Hail Mary. I was gonna, you know, be caught. And that man was I'm just ready for his honest power rankings. I'm ready for his honest power rankings. Kitty goes meow. Yes, 100%, man. 100%, bro. The kitty goes meow, man. And now we got the second half, boys. Perna has the curse virus. It's funny, too, because Perna keeps cursing random teams. What did he curse the 49ers week 1? They lost. They beat the Steelers. Who did he curse week 2? The Lions? Low-key, he's already cursing the he's already cursing the Broncos every single time now. Low-key, he's always cursing the Broncos. Alright, guys. Second half, we have here 16-13. Pittsburgh Steelers starting with the football. Play action pass. Looking down the field. And it's going to be intercepted. Is that intercepted incomplete pass? Let's see. Intercepted or incomplete pass here. Alright, Kenny Pickett. Who was he throwing to? He was trying to get the ball to Jalen Warren on the play. Oh, no, the Browns dropped it. Typical Cleveland Clownies, man. Drops the ball there. Wow. GG, bro. Rodney McLeod. I'm going to say one thing. Them not having Nick Chubb for the second half is going to be absolutely a travesty. That's going to be horrendous this second half. Alright. Kenny Pickett going deep here. Down the field. Incomplete. Intended for Calvin Austin on the play. Looking for him down the field there. Oh, that sucks. Absolutely sucks in the play. Alright, third down now. And wait, hold up. I was not paying attention to this Panthers versus Saints game. The Panthers came back. Dalton's under contract with the Panthers. The Panthers will not trade him with the young quarterback injury prone. Yeah, no, that's what another thing is. Like, they would have to get Andy Dalton from the Panthers. And I don't think they're going to trade him. There's just no reason for the Panthers to trade him. You have a veteran that's backing up a rookie. And it works out pretty well. There's no reason to do that. Third down 10 here. It's a pass completed to George Pickens down to around midfield. Nice, 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 nice. But yeah, there's no reason to, in any way, get rid of your starting quarterback there. And, backup quarterback there. And the Browns guy got injured on the play. Oh, that is nasty. So, 99, that's Zarius Smith? Not Zarius Smith. Yeah, it's Zarius Smith. He literally, so on the play, they hike it, right? I don't know if he tore something or hurt something, but literally, as he's on the ground, he's already hurt and on the ground. The Steelers' right tackle shoves him down into the ground after the play. Holy crap. Go get Baker. No! Well, no, wait, Baker looks good. Wait, no, we're not getting Baker Mayfield. But he does look good. But no Baker Mayfield. We're not getting Baker Mayfield. That was Zarius Smith, too. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, that might have gotten worse of an injury because after the play was over, he shoves him to the ground. That's even worse because he shoved him to the ground. Like, he was already hurt pre-play. It looked like. Once the ball got hiked, it looked like he was already hurt. But then he shoved him to the ground and got even worse, man. You hate to see that, man. You absolutely hate to see that. God. The Browns and the Steelers right now are literally beating themselves up. The Browns and Steelers are beating themselves up on this play. Yeah, right there. He goes down, right? And then, was it the right guard or right tackle? The right guard literally just collapsed, goes down on top of him to make sure he's on the ground. Like, why? I don't know. That was definitely an interesting play there. That was definitely an interesting play. Alright, first down 10, though, for the Steelers after that first down. I mean, good play by George Pickens. I'll give them credit. Good play there. But just really bad, really bad all around. Like, that injury happened, and it's so sad, too, because he was on the ground, he couldn't move, and he just gets hit. Dude, these guys are dropping like fives for both teams. Typical AFC North football. If the Browns didn't have all these injuries, they probably would win this game. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, I mean, Mika Fitzpatrick got hurt in that first half. Nick Chubb got hurt in that first half. Now Zarius Smith got hurt. Deshaun Watson looked like he was banged up in that first half. He'll probably be fine in the second half, but he looked banged up in the first half. Yeah, no, this is really getting bad with these injuries. And again, like I said, we're sitting here just sitting pretty thinking like, wow, we might have to sit our quarterback for 4 weeks, right, and be fine. And we gotta sit our quarterback for 4 weeks, and everyone on the Steelers and the Browns are like, loose change. Like, bro, they're getting destroyed. They're getting absolutely mollywopped. Holy crap, man. Hey, I mean, we don't play the Browns again until week, 18? And we don't play the Steelers till week 13 or 14. So, like, we don't play these teams, like, with these injuries, but still. Yeah, it's AFC North football, man. AFC North is the most physical division in the NFL. AFC North is the most physical division in the NFL, man. This is how it always goes down in the AFC North. It is absolutely insanity. Going down because no one wants to play starters in the preseason. I think, no, wait. The Steelers played their starters in the preseason. The Steelers played their starters because they freaking love playing their starters. The, the Steelers love the preseason, okay? They dominated in the preseason. They played their starters for like 1 or 2 quarters in every preseason game because they love playing preseason. The Browns, I don't think they played too many starters. I know they played Deshaun Watson a little bit in the preseason. And then they had that rule during the training camp and preseason where they said that if anyone gets in a fight during training camp and preseason, then you automatically, if you're a starter, you have to play every single down in the preseason. If you're a backup, then you miss that preseason game. So they actually had a mentality of, you know what, if you do something stupid, you're going to have to play every single down. So, I don't know, man. They definitely, you know, they were a little bit more confident in the preseason there. All right, come on, boys. Third quarter. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, why am I looking at the Steelers guys? Zarius Smith is walking on the sideline. He looks like he's fine. Zarius Smith looks like he's fine. Run play on the right-hand side here by Jalen Warren, and he gains around 1 yard on the play. 1 yard run by Jalen Warren. You think the Bengals will sit Burrow for 4 weeks? If he's going to come back on the last drive, then that's a good sign. I think Burrow plays Monday night. The only way they sit Burrow for 4 weeks is if his calf does not feel healthy over the next couple of days. He said it himself. He's going to see how he's feeling, how he's, like, you know, if he can come back and be ready and be okay. But if it really is hurting him that bad and it's getting worse and worse and worse, then I think they're going to have to sit him. And it's one of those situations where I think, you know, they sit him for the Rams game. They see how they play. They see how Jake Browning does. They see how everything goes. And maybe it's a game-by-game basics, you know? Maybe instead of just saying, like, oh, yeah, we sit him for every game, you sit him for one game, you see how it works, see how it looks, and then you come back and reassess, right? So then you go, okay, well, one game he sat, you know, next game we come back, and bam, now we see how he plays, see how he looks, and if he looks good, you know, we're fine. If he doesn't and we look awful after one game, then maybe, yeah, you play him. But I think, in my opinion, you at least sit him for one game. I don't know. I don't think he sits in this. I don't think he plays in this next game. Not in a easy matchup. I won't say easy because it's not easy. The Rams do look okay, but in a, you know, I don't think he sits personally. But I think he does sit. I can't speak. Sorry. My energy right now is going crazy. All right. 3rd and 2, and the Steelers throw an incomplete pass intended for George Pickens. Now bringing up 4th and 2, and they will be kicking a field goal here. This field goal, how long is this field goal? They make it. 50-yard field goal by Chris Boswell. I know he already made it. I see it on the screen, but I'm watching it live here. I'm 1 play behind. Call me Brandon Perna because I'm 1 play behind. All right. Why did I clap for that? I don't know why I clapped for that. I guess I just like special teams. I don't know why I clapped for that. I'll be honest with you. Alright. Dang, bro. I'm looking at all my scores here. And it's like, I just go through like my Photoshop templates for this live stream. And I just see 24-3 Bengals, Browns. I'm like, bro, I'm low-key depressed about that. I can't believe that low-key happened. Jake Browning won't beat the Rams. I mean, well, I think what you do here is you put in Jake Browning, but then you also have Will Grier as a backup just in case. So if Jake Browning looks horrendous, then you just use Will Grier. I don't know, though. I think y'all, like, underestimating Jake Browning. I think y'all underestimating the man. He got some skill to him, man. He got some skill to him. 100%. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, man. Again, like I said, the thing that sucks is we're 0-2. That's the thing that sucks so bad. Is we're 0-2. So it's not like we can really even, like, you know, trial and error and see like, oh, maybe this works, maybe this doesn't work. Like, no, we can't start the season off 0-3. So this next game has to be a win. This has to be the start to the season that, you know, we kind of kick back into, right? And we kind of say, okay, well, you know, that happened, whatever. You know, we started off slow, but now we're good. So that's the problem we have right now. Is like we can't start the season off 0-3. All right. This posting, I forgot to post on my YouTube here. Freaking my absolute G, the best YouTuber ever, Tom Grossi, gave me a raid when I was posting this, so I kind of took me out of it. All right, I refuse to listen and breathe. Last season lost to KC. I refuse to listen and breathe Perna after last season lost to KC in the playoffs. Yeah, but the thing with Perna is you just can't listen to his takes. With Perna, you just gotta take everything he takes, his takes, just do the opposite. Like, so if he says, like, oh, this team's gonna win, this team's gonna win, he's a Broncos fan, right? And no offense to Broncos fans, but he's very delusional. So just, you gotta take the opposite of what Perna says. You gotta do the opposite. What happens if he comes in and dominates like Cooper Rush? What happens if who? Will Greer or who you talking about? Jake Browning? Jake Browning does good and dominates the Rams, then you're going to play him against the Titans. If he dominates the Titans, then you're going to play him against the last team. So that's kind of how I look at it. If he dominates, then you're just going to, continue to go with him. Browning won't be the Rams or Titans. The Bengals don't have capable backups to win games if Burrow's out. Browning can't move the ball against preseason second and third string players. Yeah, but he didn't have, we got to keep in mind, Browning didn't have T. Higgins or Joe Burrow. I'm sorry, T. Higgins or Jamar Chase or Irv Smith or Tyler Boyd in the preseason, and he also didn't have all offensive line. In the preseason, Jake Browning only had backup offensive linemen. He didn't have our starters. So also keep that in mind. He didn't have our starting line in the preseason. He didn't have our starting receiving core. We played a very vanilla offense. So yeah, he didn't look that great, but he still at the same time, didn't have all those weapons, all those options. So yeah, you are correct, but he also didn't have a lot of things. I don't know why I'm playing that, okay. Tom Grossi is a GOAT, though, because of his sketches. Oh, yeah, man, I love his sketches. His reactions to, like, the AFC North, the most recent one, that crap is crazy. So what does he have? He has the Ravens, the Bengals, the Ravens are the Bengals' dad. The uncle is the Browns, and the Browns just had a 70-yard rushing touchdown. The Squealers just gave up like a 70-yard touchdown to the Browns. Holy mother of everything. As I'm talking, the Squealers just gave up like a 70-yard rushing touchdown. Alright. Me talking, and the Squealers was just like, yo, what if we gave up a 70-yard rushing touchdown? Was he down? He's down. He's down at the 1. He tripped and fell, and he's down at the 1 now. Yeah, that's not a touchdown. He's down at the 1-yard line. Yeah, he's definitely down at the 1. The Squirrels put up 19 points against the Clowns. He put up 3 against them. Really good offensive run game. You talking about Joe Burrow? Yeah, again, like I said, I think a lot of the problem with Joe Burrow is just the fact that he's injured. He's injured. He's not 100%. He didn't play preseason. He didn't play training camp. And I think with having, actually Jake Browning, who did play all those things, getting reps with our starters, getting reps, playing with our starters in the preseason, I'm picking up Jerome Ford in fantasy. Not a bad idea, especially with Nick Chubb hurt. But now with having all those things in the regular season, I think Jake Brown's going to look a lot better. We're not running a vanilla offense anymore in the regular season. So, I don't think it's a bad idea. I really don't. If you're going to stop injuries from happening and, help yourself in the long term here for the long term part of the season, it works out pretty well. And touchdown Browns, they get it with Jerome Ford in the end. Yep, Browns first and goal, and they got a touchdown. Jerome Ford, I know, Pure Strong Jr. got it. Pure Strong Jr. got it in the end. That's insane. Pure Strong Jr. He got it in the end here for a touchdown. Just like that. Now the score is 21-19 Browns. Oh, they're going for 2. Never mind. They're going for 2. We're about to see ourselves a 22-19 score. I got to see this 2-point conversion. Alright, what are they going to call here? It's a pass play here. This one, and it's going to be a run by Deshaun Watson for the 2-point conversion. So now it's 22-19 Browns. Let's go. Nice. All right. I mean, second half looks better than the first half. For both sides, I guess. I mean, I don't know. The Browns look a lot better in the second half here. I'm starting to think Joe Burrow's injury prone. Certain degree. He's not injury prone. But it's definitely not. I mean, last year, okay, first year he got hurt, right? Second year, he had the surgery. That wasn't injury prone. That was his appendix he needed removed. Third year now, he was fine. Fourth year, he has calf strain. I wouldn't say injury prone. It's definitely, I mean, don't get me wrong. Has he dealt with injuries? Yes. Is he going to continue to deal with injuries probably in the future? Yes. But I wouldn't say 100% injury prone. I don't think it's like looking forward, you're like, oh, this guy can't stay healthy to save his life. He's played in a lot of NFL games. 22 Browns, definitely AFC North score. I don't know, man, because this game's going to be... I think the Browns and the Steelers are going to score more points in this game. I don't think this game is over, man. I really don't think this game is over. I think we elevate Burrow this week and see if the calf feels better so he can play Monday. If he can play Monday, we have a good chance to win our first win. If he struggles in the game, we pull him. I don't know if you do that, though, because if you pull him halfway through that game, that's going to be a mess, man. That's going to be a media, mess. Because then it's going to be like, oh, well, Joe, Joe got pulled because he wasn't good enough and all this other crap. So, I don't know if you pull him there, man. I don't know if you can do that. To put him in and then be like, oh, well, nope, you aren't playing good enough. You clearly have problems, so we're just going to put him in the backup. It's going to be a mess. I think what you got to do going into that game is you got to act like he's playing, right? So that the team game plans for him, and then go with Jake Browning. After that, you just go with Jake Browning. Because it's going to be a mess if you pull him that early. There's going to be so much media drama around that. And it's going to be like, oh, well, clearly Joe's not healthy. Clearly there's problems. Clearly the Bengals don't know what they're doing. And it's just going to be bad. Just bad luck. NFL is a physical sport. Exactly. NFL is a crazy physical sport. And you never know what's going to happen any given Sunday, any given play. I mean, who would have thought going into this game we would see Nick Chubb go out for the season? Or we would see, Mika Fitzpatrick go out in this game, and so on and so on. So, yeah, you are absolutely correct. It is a physical sport, and you just kind of have to, play it by that. That's why, again, as I always say, it really comes down to having, players that are, you as much as possible, right? You can't always predict injuries, but having depth as much as possible in a lot of these different positions. And this is why I'm not happy that we let La'el Collins go, because that is a huge loss for us. That's a absolutely huge loss for us, losing La'el Collins like that. So it sucks, but it is what it is. You think he's taking plasma injections in the calf? He's probably doing something for his calf injury. Because, again, you got to keep in mind that Joe is a competitor. Joe does not want to lose. He does not want to miss time. He does not want to be out. He wants to play. He wants to play as much as humanly possible. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that he's doing something to try to stay healthy. I think 100%. Considering all the sacks he's taken in his career, he's a pretty resilient. Yeah, he's a really interesting player when it comes to that, because if if you really listen to him, especially when he talked on Pat McAfee show, he really talked about how, you know, he doesn't feel like he's actually playing football until he takes his first hit. And Kenny Pickett gets sacked. I might go play behind here, because when I just saw is George Pickens catching a ball down the field, but it looks like he got sacked the next play later. But yeah, no, he talks about he doesn't really feel like he's playing football until he actually takes his first hit. And it's crazy to say that, but that's just how Joe is. Joe is a competitor. Joe is a feisty mofo, as they would say. He does not care. He wants to take a hit. He wants to, you know, make, you know, crazy plays. That's just how he is. So he's pretty resilient for how aggressive and how, like, just, you know, crazy gritty he is. So I will say, yeah, he is very, you know, resilient in that way. We need to draft offensive line. I don't think offensive line is going to be the problem. So far, offensive line looks pretty dang good. I don't think that's going to be that much of a problem. Bengals need to learn how to protect and invest in the offensive line. I mean, you can look at my video today. I did a 47-minute video breaking down every single play from yesterday's game. And you'll see in that video, not one time did our offensive line mess up. Oh, we messed up a couple times. But the only times we messed up was Orlando Brown messed up a couple times and Kappa messed up a couple times. Other than that, we really didn't look bad at all in that first game. We actually looked pretty good last week. So, I mean, I guess, yes, you could say that, like, getting more offensive line depth is great, and it is. Don't get me wrong, it is really great. But again, then we got rid of our offensive line depth, which, again, really sucks. We have to invest in a quality backup next season. Are you talking about for line, or are you talking about for quarterback? What are you talking about? Line or quarterback? Let's use Boyd as a wildcat quarterback. He could do that, not gonna lie to you. He definitely could. There was another Cleveland Browns player injured on the play. Who got hurt this time? Is that Greg Newsome? The Browns have another injury on the play. Greg Newsome was injured on the play. That's awful. So Greg Newsome had a groin injury going into this season. He got hurt in the preseason and the training camp. And now he has another injury. So he's going to be out for a good amount of time then. Not a good amount of time. I mean, he'll be out for maybe a couple plays here. Because he's already dealt with an injury. And now he got injured again. We should have drafted Jones from Ohio State to right tackle. To the right tackle the Browns drafted. You mean Juwan Jones? I don't know if I fully agree with that, just because Juwan Jones had so many red flags going into that draft. And he's still, I mean, he's their starter now, obviously, because they lost Conklin for the year. But I don't know 1,000% if I'm that high on him going into this year. I don't think he's that great. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's that great. That's why he dropped to the 4th round. I think we would have got him in the 4th round, though. I wouldn't have been too upset about it. I'll be honest with you there. I wouldn't have been too upset if we got him in the 4th round for that reason. We should have drafted Jones. Oh, wait. I read that. Quarterback. Okay, so you're saying quality quarterback? Yeah, I'm saying Cooper Rush. Listen, the Cowboys just got themselves, you know, freaking, what's his name? They just got themselves a, what's the guy's name? For Trey Lance. Why not just go with Cooper Rush now? Why not just go get Cooper Rush? I don't see any reason not to. Just go get a quality backup. The O-line would be solid. They need to get, they just need to get, depth. Yeah, I agree. We need to get as much depth as possible and not cut depth. We need to invest in a quality backup quarterback next season. A guy that can come in and move the ball and keep the offense moving. And that's what I think Cooper Rush is. I really think we found the guy we need, who's already played in the NFL and been very consistent and very good. And we just need to go pick him up. But, not pick him up, but trade for him. But I just don't think they're going to do that because of the fact they have Browning, and they're very confident in Browning here. But we'll see. I'd like to see Zach Wilson get it together for the Jets. Oh, I don't think he will. I do not believe Zach Wilson will ever get it together for the Jets. I feel so bad for the Jets, man. I feel so bad for the Jets. They had such a great season going this year with Aaron Rodgers. The Packers just lost him. Everything was going good. Everything was making sense. Everything was like clicking and lining up correctly. And then just goes downhill. Cooper Rush is the number 2. Even Trey. cannot win the second quarterback position. I agree with you on that one, but Jerry Jones is not mentally okay. Jerry Jones is not mentally there. And I think what Jerry Jones is going to think is, well, Trey Lance is younger and he has potential because he was a former first-round pick to be a starter on his team. So he gives me the best chance to win a Super Bowl if I don't have Dak Prescott. So that's what I'm starting to think, what I think they might do. For that reason, okay? For that reason. I agree with you. Cooper Rush is better. Cooper Rush should be the backup. But I think Jerry Jones might be delusional about it. Alright, so Roberts, the Steelers linebacker Roberts, randomly, before the play was hiked, he just fell to the ground to one knee, took his helmet off, and started waving to the sideline that he needed attention. What happened to him? That was so weird. He randomly just fell to one knee and started waving that he needs attention on the sideline. He's walking off under his own power right now, which is really good. I'm not sure if, like, what went on there that caused this to happen, though. That was a very weird play. Like, he just randomly started waving and then was like, yep, I'm down, I need help. Okay, and the Browns, right now, the Browns defense coordinator is screaming his head off. Does he think, like, he faked the injury or something? Teddy Bridgewater, Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett would not be a bad option. I like Jacoby Brissett. I do like him. Zach Wilson is in bad city, New York, hard team to play for. It is a hard team to play for because obviously the big lights and crap, but I don't know. I just think he's not that good of a quarterback, man. I really don't. Oh my gosh, they almost punt dotted him. Wait, did they get that punt dot? Hold up, did they get that punt dot? No, they didn't. It's a touchback. Oh, that sucks, man. That was almost a punt dot. Teddy, the Bengals need a backup like Jacoby Brissett, Teddy Bridgewater, maybe Gardner Minshew. I would like Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, not Teddy Bridgewater. I would like Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett, man, he's that quarterback that everyone acts like, you know, he's not that good or he's not him. But he's always the guy people bring in and try to, you know, become the starter. And he's always a capable starter. And then he ends up, you know, the starter comes back in. Then he goes somewhere else. And then was like, wow, this guy was actually pretty okay. Like, bro, they need to give him a chance. Give Jacoby Brissett a chance. Like, at this point, he does it everywhere he goes. He's actually a pretty okay player. 2nd and 5 here for the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson rolling out to his right-hand side. Takes off running here, and we will pick up a first down. Whew, he got hit. Once he got near that sideline, he got absolutely hit in his lower calf. That looked like he was going to get blown up on that sideline. Thankfully he didn't, because I don't see that type of play. Yeah, he got hit right there. 23 went for his calf with his helmet. Oh, that's ugly. He's better than Watson. Jacoby, for right now, I mean, last season, he looked a little bit better than Watson. I ain't gonna lie to you. He kind of looked a little bit better. Browns-Steelers game made the Saints versus Panthers game look like a high school football game. Honestly, bro, honestly. You are not kidding, Charles. You are not kidding. That Panthers-Saints game, man, that was nothing compared to this. This is actually crazy. Cleveland should have kept him. They should have, but you know Cleveland, they don't do anything smart. The Clowns never do anything smart. They just do what they do. 2nd and 10 here, boys. 2nd and 10 here. And it's a completion across the middle for a gain of 7 yards to Amari Cooper. 7-yard gain to Amari Cooper here. All right, 3rd and 3 here, boys. 3rd and 3. Let's see what the Browns have cooking tonight. Up by 3 points halfway through the 3rd quarter, guys. Up by 3 with halfway through the 3rd. You said the Browns shouldn't have kept him? Or should have kept... No, I read it correctly. I was about to say, did I read that incorrectly? No, I read it correctly, David. All right, 33 here. The Browns looking downfield, and they complete the ball. First down here to David. No, that's Dave Bell. Dave Bell. Whenever I see Dave Bell, I always think Drake and Josh. Like, what's his name? Drake Bell. I always think of that whenever I see Jake Bell. I'm like, hey, that's like, you know, Drake and Josh. But it's not. And then I cried myself to sleep. Alright. Have a good night, Charles. I appreciate you, man. Stopping by. Who day, bro. Who day. Alright, and it's going to be an overthrown pass by Deshaun Watson. And 29 almost intercepted the ball. Levi Wallace almost had an interception on the deep pass there. And it's just a tad bit overthrown. He threw that so badly that even Levi Wallace couldn't pick it off. That's insanity, bro. Even Levi couldn't get that ball. Alright, second down and 10 here. That was so overthrown. Bro, that was right through Levi Wallace's hands, bro. Oh, if you're Levi Wallace, man, you gotta be kicking yourself after that one. That was right through his hand. Second down and 10. Deshaun decides to run himself here, and he gains 1 yard on the play. He runs himself and gains 1 yard on the play. Holy crap. And there's a flag. I think they're going to say he was out of bounds. I'm pretty sure they're going to say he was out of bounds. He got hit out of bounds. And now there's a fight breaking out, though. Deshaun Watson's the guy who's breaking out in the fight. That's hilarious. Deshaun Watson's the one who's doing it, man. He's like, nah, bro. I can't have this happen. Oh, it's because Deshaun Watson. So the guy was following him out of bounds. Deshaun grabbed his face mask and pulled him by his face mask out of bounds. That's crazy. He pulled him by his face mask out of bounds there. Bengals could get Kaepernick. I don't think so. I don't think anyone's getting Kaepernick, man. The Kaepernick's agent reached out to the Jets and said, hey, listen, like, my quarterback would love to play for the Jets. And the Jets said, you know what? We'll look into it. Then apparently Kaepernick's agent reached out like 12 more times to the Jets. So then the Jets went ahead and picked up. Who did they pick up? They picked up some trash can guy. They picked up like a really bad quarterback. Let me see. The Jets picked up Tim Boyle. So they need a backup quarterback. So Kaepernick's agent kept reaching out saying like, hey, listen, my guy's ready. My guy can play. My guy can play. My guy can play. So the Jets are like, you know what? We picked up Tim Boyle because we feel like he fits our scheme better. What? Bro, they're like, we feel like he fit our scheme better, so we picked up Boyle. Bro, y'all know you didn't pick him up for that reason. They picked him up because they were like, dude, we can't pick up Kaepernick, so we gotta figure out a reason why we didn't pick up Kaepernick. And it's like, wow, we wanted Nick Boyle because Nick Boyle just looks so much better here, man. We saw Nick Boyle, and we thought we saw Super Bowls when we looked at Nick Boyle. But right now, though, Aaron Rodgers, man, he was on Pat McAfee's show, and they asked him, they said, hey, do you think you come back this season? And there was some talks, and maybe around January he comes back. Sadly, I don't think the Jets will be in the playoffs, so I don't think that's going to really help him out that much, I'll be honest with you, but Kaepernick's been out. Yeah, Kaepernick has not played in the NFL for 5 years, guys. So if Kaepernick came back after not playing for 5 years, dude, that would be insane. To come back after not playing for 5 years and play in the NFL, I don't think he would. I don't know how good he would be. He claims he's still working out, though. He claims he's still, like, you know, keeping in shape and stuff. But we'll see. Crap happens, everyone jumps ship. And it's like they know what's best for the players, y'all know. And jump ship players together. Alright, here we go. First down and 10 for the Steelers. It's going to be a run play by Najee Harris to the left-hand side. And he, oh my gosh. He was trying so hard to break that tackle right there for more yardage. If we set this range, we won't make the playoffs. There's a massive drop-off. I like Jacoby Brissett or Cooper Rush idea. Yeah, I like either of those guys. I think both those guys can be really, really good. I think both those guys can be pretty good. Alright, one play here by Najee Harris. And he, oh my gosh, breaks a tackle in the backfield. Kenny Pickett is trying to block somebody. Bro, Najee Harris runs to the left-hand side. And then he ends up cutting back to the right-hand side. Literally, he was going to stop for like 10 yards in the backfield loss. And then he cuts to the right-hand side and just takes off. And Kenny Pickett's trying to find someone to block. And he tries to block 22, and 22 does not even move. He tried blocking 22, and nothing happened. Alright. First down and 10 here. It's a run play up the middle by Jalen Warren. And Jalen Warren gets a couple yards. Maybe grab A.J. McCarron. He finally got good. Yeah, he's actually pretty okay in the XFL. And what was he in the XFL? Was he in the CFL? Canadian Football League? Or was he just XFL? But yeah, he looked good in the other league. So, maybe. I mean, I guess you could make the argument there. Is he on the... I think he might be on the Browns... I mean, on the Bears depth chart, though. Hang on. Depth chart. I think he might be on the... I thought the Bears picked him up. No, he's not on the Bears. I thought he was on the Bears. Yeah, I mean, maybe. What city am I in? I'll say I'm close to Ohio. I'm very, very close to Ohio. I'll say it like that. I'm very close to Ohio. But I'm not in Cleveland. The mystery there. The mystery, bro. I'm close to Ohio, but I am not in Cleveland. Alright, third down and 9 here, and the pass is tipped off the line of scrimmage, incomplete on the play. Tipped off the line of scrimmage, incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9, and the Browns about to get the ball back. We'll have to end the third quarter here with the Browns getting the football back. Man, this game, this is that AFC North, it's the AFC North where no one scores in the second half, right? Nobody scores. I mean, I know the Browns did score, but no one scores really in the second half. And then we go into overtime. So then we go into fourth quarter, and then someone says, your accent says Virginia. I am not from Virginia. I'm actually, it's funny, because I always get told I have a German accent, because I'm German. But I'm not from Virginia now. But it's always funny, too, because this type of game will happen, too, where it would be like, it would be back and forth, no, like a 3-point game, right? All the way to the fourth quarter. All the way to 5 minutes left. And then, bam. Next thing you know, someone scores a touchdown, game over. I say Indiana. Ain't nobody gonna guess Chicago. Ain't nobody gonna guess Chicago. Wait, am I not allowed to be from Chicago now? I said New Ohio. Classic AFC North football, yeah. Pretty much. This is your classic AFC North football. My accent. That's funny. I always get told I got an accent, but it's always like I always get, not Ravens accent, I always get like a German accent. I will tell you one thing though, I'm not from Baltimore. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I don't live anywhere near there. So definitely I'm just gonna say New Ohio, man. Bengals turned him. I live very close to Ohio, okay? I'll say that. I was a Baltimore fan because of my dad. I was a Ravens fan because my dad was a Ravens fan. Not really a born type of thing where you're born in a place and you become a fan of the team. It's really just like my dad was born there, so I just became a fan there. But yeah, not really a type of situation like that. But now I am obviously found my own team, you know, doing my own thing with the team I love. So it works out pretty well. Now I gotta make my future son a Bengals fan. Kentucky? Kentucky Fried Chicken? Alright, first down and 10 here, boys. First down and 10 for the Browns. They punt dotted the Browns down to the 1 yard line. Alright. I do love Houday Nation. I do love the Houday Nation. Houday. The kitty goes meow, man. The kitty goes meow, boys. The kitty goes meow. But Houday Nation, man. I love it. I love Houday Nation. T turned him. Yeah, T is my favorite player. T is my favorite player right now playing. I love T Higgins. He's been great since he started Bengals content. I appreciate you, King. Thank you so much. I try my best, man. I try my best. But yeah, I love T Higgins. I've loved T Higgins ever since he got drafted back in 2020. T has always been one of my favorite players. So I've always rooted for him. I've always wanted to see him succeed and see him, you know, be successful. And the fact that I get to see him be successful and now root for him and he's part of my team, I love. Absolutely love T. Alright, fourth quarter, boys. It's fourth quarter. And it is Browns football, man. This is typical AFC North football. It's never easy. It's never fun. It's just back and forth until the game is done. Ever been to Cincy? I've been to Cincy plenty of times. I have been to Cincy at least 8 or 9 times. I've been to Cincy a lot of times. So yeah, I've been to Ohio a lot of times, a crap ton of times. Been to Cincy a lot of times. Think we keep T over Chase? I think we keep both, personally. That's just my personal opinion moving forward forever until it happens. Pittsburgh just punts the ball to Cleveland 1. Darren Simpson would be jealous. Yeah, that was a punt dot by Pittsburgh, man. That was a punt dot by Pittsburgh. But the thing is, you got to keep them in the 1 here. And it's 3rd and 5 now at the 5. So, first down here, it doesn't matter. Goat Star or Skyline? Skyline. Skyline. 1000% Skyline. T is great. He did an autograph signing, wouldn't leave. Yeah, I know. I covered that on the video. He's amazing. I love T. T's freaking amazing. Yeah, I covered that on the video because I was like, even the NFL pointed that out. Which the NFL never points out anything good about us, man. The NFL never points out anything good about us, and they pointed it out. You like Gold Star Chili better? I'm more a Skyline type of guy. I'm more Skyline, man. I've had both, but I like Skyline. That's interesting. Okay. I see how you are, Cornell. No, I'm just kidding. You're good. You're good. Oh, we're about to be live for 3 hours, guys. We're about to be live for 3 hours. Oh, we got another Gold Star. All right, man. Come on now. Maybe I gotta try Gold Star again, man. I gotta try that again. I gotta try it again, man. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I think they're both really good. I'm just saying that I prefer Skyline, but I'm not saying they're bad. I would go for either one. Skyline, Montgomery, and barbecue sauce. Ooh. If you grew up in a country in Ohio, Gold Star is better. Yeah, I didn't grow up in Ohio. I grew up right outside of Ohio. I grew up right outside of Ohio in general. But I didn't grow up in Ohio. So, that's probably why. T's from Tennessee. Maybe that's why where you're from. Oh, nah. I'm not from Tennessee, I'll say that. I'm not from Tennessee. I'm very close to Ohio. Very, very close to Ohio. Alright. Pass down the field for the Browns to Amari Cooper. And that's a catch. First down, Browns to Amari Cooper down the field. That was a nice play by the Browns. I got to give them props there. That was a nice throw, too, to Amari Cooper. Wow. Oh, did he get it? Did he get that? Hang on. 1, 2. Yeah, he got it. He got it. That's 1, 2. That's 1, 2. He got it. He got it. Not going to lie, I do miss Grippos. I felt that. I work for ESPN, travel all over the Midwest, and you starting to see skyline everywhere. That is true. That is very true. That is very true. Yeah. That is very true. Ugh, man. That's a catch. That's actually a catch. I can't believe that was actually a catch right there. That was very, very close to being incompleted. Need skyline in Michigan. I agree with that. I agree with that. Alright. This AFC North football, man. You never know how this is going to end, man. Brandon, I went to try it out so bad. No one here in Florida where I live wasn't one in Cincy when I moved from. Believe Skyline's from Cincy too. Yeah, that's from Cincy. Skyline's from Cincy. I know Joe Burrow said he loves Skyline. So I don't know, man. Y'all be going against the number one, man. I'm an AV engineer for digital. Put the games on so you can watch them. Mostly soccer, USL, and League One. Oh, awesome, King. Awesome, man. Always got that, like, it's always interesting to learn more about people's lives and, like, the stuff they do in their lives and, like, what their jobs are. It's always awesome. Skyline puts chocolate in the chili. Oh, yeah. In and out. Believe, yeah. Are you saying In and Out is an In and Out burger? Or are you saying In and Out for another purpose? Because whenever someone says In and Out, I think In and Out burger. I don't know why. And then I start thinking of Good Burger. And then I go all the way back to the Good Burger and stuff like that, man. That's what I'm starting to think like when I think about In and Out. I don't know why. I ain't gonna lie to you, I have no idea why. Alright, come on. What the commercials for, man? This was one catch. The NFL is like, listen, we need as much commercials as possible right now. We need as much commercials as possible right now, bro. Because, like, you know, people are gonna stop watching this game. I think it's both. They put cinnamon, not chocolate, I'm pretty sure. I thought it was chocolate. My previous message, I was thinking about In-N-Out burgers. Yay! Let's go! I told you, man. I told you. We agree on that, man. We agree on that. There we go. But, yeah, we were on the same wavelength then. Okay, so that was a catch. There's no In-N-Out in Florida or Ohio. Yeah, I know. But I also travel around, so. I did vacation in Tennessee. I've vacationed in Florida before. Vacation in a lot of different places. Alright, so apparently there's a 23-yard pass. Yep, there is one in Cali. I've been to Cali, too. There's a 23-yard pass here to Sean Watson. To Amari Cooper that we're about to see. I'm like one play behind, so. Cinnamon. I make my own skyline up here in the north. Oh, awesome. Alright, 2nd and 10 here. Play action pass. Pass down the field completed to Amari Cooper for another first down for the Cleveland Browns. Dude, the Browns, if they go down and score a touchdown here, this might be game. I don't think the Steelers can answer. I don't think the Steelers are going to be able to answer here. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think the Steelers are going to be able to answer. Shaka Shack is finally coming back to Cincy. Ooh, I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out when it comes back. I haven't been in Cincy. Last time I went to Cincy, was like, I think 3 months ago. And I just drove up there, so. I gotta check it out. Run play up the middle here by Jacoby Ford. I gotta say, Jacoby Ford's been looking good, even though, you know, everything being considered. He's actually looking pretty good. Alright, 2nd and 6 here, boys. 2nd and 6 here. Let's see what ends up happening here. So, 4-yard run right there. It's gonna be another run play. This one for a 1st down, and that's a face mask. That's gonna be a face mask. Wait, they didn't call a face mask? Wait, I'm like 90% sure that's a face mask. They did not just call a face mask. That's crazy. They didn't call a face mask on that play. It looked like he took him down by his face mask. Said cinnamon, chocolate, and allspice. Ooh. Shake Shack is finally coming back. Ooh, I gotta check that out, honestly. That sounds good. I have not ever had Shake Shack. I've heard good things about it. I've never had it, though. From Dayton, Ohio, but I live in Kentucky now. Oh, nice, nice, nice. But I gotta try Shake Shack. I will definitely say that. Alright, boys, let's get it. Let's see. Are the Browns, are the Clowns gonna put the nail in the coffin here? 2nd and 3, they run the ball up the middle, and they gain 0 yards on the play. And there's gonna be an offensive holding call. Freaking DeJuan Jones being a basketball player. Bro, that's unfair, bro. That man's like 7 foot tall and like 390. And he can dunk. Bro, and he can dunk. Next time you are here in Cincy, try PRC cheese gravy. Oh, I will. I will. On 3rd and 2, they get a 1st down on the run play, but there's a holding call that's going to take them back on the play. That's crazy. So, Who Dey Nation, who want to win here? Oh, we all want to win here, bro. We all want to get a W here against the Rams. I'm going to tell you that right now, bro. We all want to get a W here versus the Rams. Everyone in this chat right now wants to get a W this week versus the Rams, man. We are all ready to get this dub. The game has so many turnover highlights. I know, right? Honestly. Pleasant Ridge Chili. I have not tried Pleasant Ridge Chili yet. Now I gotta try that. Alright, 3rd down and 12, boys. 3rd down and 12. Steelers, are they gonna get a stop? The Steelers desperately need a stop here because they get a field goal. They get any yards, they get in field goal range. 3rd and 12 here. Deshaun Watson looking all day to throw it. And 51, he breaks a tackle from 51, takes off running, picks up 5 or 6 yards, and gets down. There's probably going to be an offensive holding call. Wait, face mask? Do not tell me they're going to call a face mask on the defense. Bro, there's no way they're going to call a face mask on the defense here. Face mask on the... Oh my gosh. Hold up. Wait, that offense or defense? That's offense. Never mind. That is crazy. They called Deshaun Watson face mask because he pushed 51 out of his way to try to... Oh, no. He did hold on to that face mask. He definitely held on to that face mask, man. Who we want to win? We want the Steelers to win. We want the Squealers to win so that... because the Browns beat us head-to-head. We want the Squealers to win. So that, because we can still beat the Squealers twice, pretty much. We can still beat them, back to back. Super Bowl redemption, yeah. Price Hill Chili offense. We want the Steelers to win now. But I still like rooting against both teams. Yeah, so we can get the division split, and at least one team in a division. Well, only one team will be undefeated in the division. So we need the Steelers to win this game, but. I can't, I can't not root against the Browns. It's like in my blood, in my, nature to always root against the Browns. And it's a fumble on 3rd and 12. There's a fumble on the play by the Browns, and it's recovered by the Steelers. The Browns fumbled the ball on 3rd and 12. And the Steelers recovered it. Oh my gosh, this game is AFC North, man. This game is AFC North. This is that AFC North football you love, man. Oh my gosh, David Njoku, he caught the ball for like only like 6 or 7 yards, and then he ends up fumbling the football as he gets hit in the back. He got hit in the back by a Steeler guy when he was going down, and he fumbled the football there. It's going to be Steelers football, man. 10:35 to go in the game. Steelers down by 3 here. 10:35 to go. Steelers down by 3 in this game. Alright, let's see what ends up happening here, boys. This is hilarious, turnover city. Honestly, bro, so many turnovers this game so far. And first down and 10. And Kenny Pickett throws it out of bounds as he was being pressured on the play. Myles Garrett is limping. Myles Garrett is limping off the field right now. Myles Garrett might be hurt, guys. I think Myles Garrett might have gotten hurt on the play. He was limping as... Oh, yeah, I can see why. He kind of had like a weird turn when he tried to go after Kenny Pickett. And he started limping off the field. Yup. He looks gimpy. He's all limpy. Alright, second down and 10 here. It's going to be a run play at the middle that goes absolutely nowhere on the play. So now it's going to bring up third down and 10. And one of the Steelers players is down right now. Third down and 10 here. Ooh, that was kind of nasty. They tackled Najee Harris, and it looked like the guy kind of twisted Najee's ankle. Alright, third down and 10 here. I know this is a sack, I see it on the screen, but I just want to see the play live. Alright, third down and 10, and it's a sack by number 44. He ran straight to the offensive line there, untouched pretty much. No one stopped him, and he got a sack on the play. Crazy. Wow. Mike Tomlin, bro. Mike Tomlin looks like... Why is this happening exactly? Mike Tomlin looking like, how many times should we do this? How many turnovers on both sides of the ball? What is that? 2 interceptions and 3... I think 3 turnovers total, right? I believe it's 3 total. 2 for Cleveland, turned the ball over, and 1 for Pittsburgh. Unless we're doing another fumble. What are the Browns doing, man? What are the Browns doing? The Browns literally, they punt the ball. The Steelers punt the ball to the Browns. And it's down like the 3-yard line. It's a punt dot. But like the Brown guys are all around the football for no reason and causing stupid things to happen. Odds were to see another turnover before the games. Odds we see. Yeah, we probably will. We probably will. Honestly, the Browns probably throw a pick or fumble it. But we probably throw a pick or fumble again. Yeah, last play will probably be a Hail Mary. It might be like a turnover in some way. It'll probably be a Hail Mary pass by the Steelers or something. And this game is crazy so far. This game is absolutely outrageous. We still got like 10 minutes left of this game too, man. We still got 9 minutes left of this game. Got 9 minutes left of this game right now. This is gonna... I mean, so right now the Browns, all they're gonna try to do here is just run the ball every single play. That's all they're gonna do here is just try to run the ball. First play and last play of the game. Yup. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the first play was a pick 6. And now you have this. First play was a pick 6, and now you have this, man. So the Jags versus Falcons is a Toy Story game. Man, that's how you know that they don't respect you as an NFL team. They're using you as a Toy Story game, man. Every time anyone plays Pittsburgh, it's always a bunch of injuries. Yeah, you say that, say the least, man. That's an understatement, I feel like. There is so many injuries in this game. Thankfully, we don't play Pittsburgh till like week, 13 and 14. And then we play them again week 17. 16. but in week 16. So, because, yeah, no, man, it's injuries all around. So, question, do you ever sleep? Because you seem like you're always a machine turning out videos. I applaud you, sir, on that. No, I do not sleep. So I have 4 channels. I have this channel, I have That Mutt Gamer 1, That Mutt Gamer 2, Ryan Tim Tech. And I make 3 to 4 videos every day on every single channel. So no, I literally never sleep. I sleep like maybe 3 hours a night. But I always have my phone set up with every notification possible for Bengals news and stuff coming out. So I never sleep, actually. I really don't. I'm always awake. But, you know what? I love doing it, and I love providing content to you guys, so I do appreciate everyone who does watch my content. Like, every single one of you guys who watch my content. I'm getting Madden next week. Nice, nice, nice. I am, my name on my other channels is That Mutt Gamer. So, MUT, which is Madden Ultimate Team. Alright, the Browns run the ball. The Browns run the ball, and they literally pull him back into the end zone and then try to call a safety. That's awesome. The facts that, man. Yeah, bro. Dude, since I've been live streaming, I've released a video on my Mutt channel, and I've released 2 videos on this channel. Since I've been live for the last 3 hours. I still release content. I've released 3 videos since I've been live. We've been losing ever since Skyline. Oh, man. That's kind of low-key true, though. That's kind of low-key true. Once it became our main sponsor, we've been losing ever since, man. Yeah, Mutt usually costs me a few K a year. I average like 5 to 6 grand a year on Mutt. I usually spend 5 to 6 grand on Mutt. But like if you go on my one channel, That Mutt Gamer, you'll see I bought like 7 or 8 like freaking bundles. I bought 7 or 8 $100 bundles already. I've already spent like over $1,000 this year in Mutt. What's my Mutt channels? It's That Mutt Gamer. Let me see something real fast. Let's see if I can put it in the chat. If I can, I don't know if I can type in the chat. If I have like permissions. No, I'm just kidding. There we go. Okay. Mutt Gamer 2. Ryan Tim Tech. Those are my channels. Alright. I'm missing the place. Xbox. I'm Xbox. I was PlayStation for the longest time, but I just went back to Xbox because of the Xbox Game Pass. On 3rd and 13, the Browns find Elijah Moore on the sideline for a huge catch and another first down. Dude, the Steelers had them stopped 3rd and 13, had them pinned in the back of their end zone for a punt, and Elijah Moore dotted up on the left-hand sideline. That's crazy, man. Because Mutt makes you want to buy more and more in, like, the next bundle. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And because I do it for YouTube and I just get paid for it, I just spend a lot of the money on making better content. So, yeah, I end up just doing that and making better content with all the like, stuff I pull and all the stuff I, do. I'm Xbox too, got Xbox Ultimate. Nice, nice, nice. I got the Xbox Series X. Oh, S, not X. I had the X, but the X, I don't think is really worth it that much. Just really expensive for no reason. Love your content and love watching you transform you from a Bengals fan to us Bengals fans. Yeah, man, I love the Bengals, man. I love them. I love this team so much. I'm going to eventually get a tattoo of the Bengals. I'm going to get a tattoo of, like, it's going to be Paycor Stadium, and it's going to be T. Higgins' number and Joe's number. So, 9 and 5. Fumble! Fumble, and the Steelers return it for 6. Fumble, and the Steelers return it for 6. Holy crap, Deshaun Washington just fumbled the ball for 6. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun fumbles it for 6, and it's recovered by the Steelers, and they just scored a tutty. Holy crap. It's a write-off. It is a write-off, you're right. As long as you're not selling in any way, it's a write-off, yeah. Got the LLC going on. And it's a fumble for 6. Alex Highsmith, the guy who just got paid all that big money, just gets the fumble for 6 on the play. My last name is back, so I have the Bengals. All right. Oh, nice. And the Steelers kick the extra point, and they make it. So now it's going to be... What's this, 26? 26-22. This is typical AFC North football, man. Typical AFC North football. I told you, this is how AFC North goes. Back and forth. Nobody scores. Nobody scores on offense. Nobody scores on defense. Nobody scores on offense. Nobody scores on defense. Eventually, one big play happens. The Browns get a big rushing touchdown. Then, what happens? Bam. The Steelers get a fumble return for a touchdown. Where's DJ Collie when you need him? Another one. Another one. Pretty much, yeah. Turnovers in this game has been absolutely insane, bro. There's been so many turnovers in this game. Go Squealers. Yeah, we need them to win this game. Sadly, we need them to win. I hate to say that because I hate to root for the Steelers, but we actually need the Squealers to win this game. Alright, come on. Another one. Yeah, exactly. Woo! 3 hours and 15 minutes. This game's been 3 hours and 15 minutes long, guys. Yeah. I hate seeing Pittsburgh. I love it. Pittsburgh. I just call them the Squealers. I haven't really gone too much into, like, their, like, you know, like, their home and trashing that. Although, you know, it's me. There's always a chance I will. There's always a chance I will with how I am, but I love calling the Clowns. The Mistake by the Lake. There's all those different nicknames. Alright. We don't need to see the Steelers girl holding up her freaking flag. Or yellow piss flag. Damn, if Pittsburgh wins, we're going to be the only one 0-2 sad face. That's true, but the Browns are now going to be one game less, you know. So we're going to be... So right now we are... Okay, so if the Browns lose, we're now 1.5 game behind the Browns. Yeah. We're 1.5 game behind the Browns. If the Browns win, we're 2.5 games behind the Browns. 7 minutes left. 2 more turnovers. Yeah. Probably will happen, Rice. Probably will happen left. Probably will happen. At least you... Yeah, I've always... My whole entire life, I've hated the Squealers. I've hated the Clowns. I've hated these teams since I was like a little baby. I grew up with hating these teams more than anything. I do not like the Clowns. I do not like the Squealers. Throwback. I love it when TJ Hughes used to be to... Ooh. What does it say? Oh, there we go. To towel to wipe his shoes. I love that. That was actually really good. That was actually really good. I saw that recently, actually. Somebody posted that recently as a short. And it was actually pretty dang good. And over, under. I'd say the over. I might take the over of turnovers. I don't think this is... I don't think this can be the final score of the game, though. The Browns need a touchdown, though. The Browns need a touchdown. Both teams only have 2 timeouts left, though. Both teams were called a timeout already in the second half, which is stupid. TJ Hushmanzada. I love how, like, I know how to say that, but I don't know how to say, like, 99% of other players' names in the NFL. Wait, Deshaun Watson was going to sleep in pregame on the sideline. He was sleeping on the sideline in pregame. That's how you know you're a Cleveland Brown. That's how you know you're a Cleveland Brown. When you're sleeping in the pregame on the sideline, you know you're a Cleveland Brownie. Browns lose, it would make it easier for us to win the division. It would, yeah, 100%. First down 10, and the pass is incomplete. Right in the hands of the wide receiver, and the ball gets knocked out. Throwback to when... Yeah, okay. After seeing Nick Chubb's knee injury, I think they need to sit Joe out for 3 games. I don't know. We'll see what they end up doing. I made enough videos today talking about this that I'm just kind of like burnt out with it, man. I'm kind of burnt out with the whole thing. We'll see what they do. If they think that he's healthy, they'll play him. Chubb's injury does put Burrow's situation in perspective. It does. It does. I mean, I don't think, but what's called Burrow? Not Burrow. Chubb didn't have an injury going into this game, though, right? Wait, did the Browns fumble the ball? Because the Steelers are pointing like they got a fumble. No, they just got a sack. Okay, I thought they got a turnover for a second because they were pointing like they got a turnover, and I was like, bro, you gotta be kidding me, Steelers. If you guys got another turnover, that would be ridiculous. Kevin Stefanski is laughing on the sideline. But I don't think that Nick Chubb had an injury going into this game, though. So it's not as, like, apples to apples there, then. Because, you know, we had a guy who had a pre-existing injury. The guy didn't have a pre-existing injury. On 3rd and 13, freaking Deshaun Watson throws a pass so overthrown that ball could be literally in Denver, Colorado by now. Good job, Deshaun. On 3rd and 13, you just throw the ball 60 yards over your guy out of bounds. Which does not help at all. Who are you trying to throw the ball to, Deshaun Watson? You're trying to throw to the 23 women? Oh, wait. I can't say that. I can't trash him that much, man. I love trashing him. I can't trash him that much, though. And it's a fair catch, and it's fair catch interference. That's going to be fair catch interference, right? No? I'm surprised that's not fair catch interference. Yeah, the whole Brandon Perna thing earlier is still in my mind. I'm still thinking about the whole Brandon Perna thing. So I just thought about Denver, Colorado because of him. Alright, Steelers just need to run the clock out now. Why not? Troy Aikman said it. Because I try to put myself above these announcers. Because some of these analysts and announcers are idiots. So I try to put myself above them. Somewhat. I'm the Pat McAfee who didn't go to ESPN. That's kind of how I look at myself now. I just say some crazy things sometimes. But you know what? It's all good. You guys love me, right? Yeah. Good. Good job. I got a Bengals helmet on my finger. Oh, man. Alright. I'll say if Watson ever figures it out, he could be a problem. Yeah, that's the problem, though. He's got to figure it out. That's what, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he has to get step 1 and 2 done first. I'll go under turnover line. I think I see one more. I don't know at this point. Because Steelers are always good for coughing off the ball in these situations. The Steelers know how to fumble the ball in these situations. Like, it shouldn't be a thing, but they know how to do it, man. They know how to cough off the football. And they got Jalen Warren in, who's already a younger player. And they got stopped. Okay, well, I just realized that they got stopped. Let me go to live here. Yep, they got stopped. So now it's 4th and 3. So now the Browns can get the ball back with less than 3 minutes to go. Steelers fans, bro, I feel so bad for that guy, bro. The Steelers fan that they showed on TV, he's like this. He's like, bro, how? How do I know we're going to lose this game? Bro, that Steelers fans look like, how do I know we're going to still lose this game in the end? That's AFC North right there. That's an AFC North look on his face. He's like, dude, I know how this is going to go. I know how this is going to go. He's like, I know they're going to go right down the field and score a touchdown and we're going to get stopped. Oh, man. I've had that look too many times on my face as a Bengals fan throughout my life here, man. I've had too many looks on my face there. Of like, as an AFC North fan in general, but Bengals fan too. It's just like, you're looking, you're like, really? You really just got stopped there? You really let that happen right there? Alright, 4th and 4 here, punt ball. Kenny Pickett, that's how. Yeah. Kenny Pickett was trash tonight, man. He wasn't trash, but he wasn't that great. He was okay. He just threw some really stupid passes tonight. All right, 2:55 left. Listen, this is why the Browns paid Deshaun Watson $234 million fully guaranteed, okay? So that when this situation here, they can go down the field and win the game. Now, keep in mind, if the Browns win tonight, they have not started off 2-0 since 1993. If they win tonight, they will start this season off 2-0 for the first time since 1993. So, let's see how this works. All right. First down 10 now. Looks like they false start. The Browns false started. The Browns already did it, man. The Browns already did it. Come on, man. DeJuan Jones. DeJuan Jones, the rookie they got. He false started, man. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the best primetime game of the year because the Jets have so many primetime games this year. But this is gonna be the best primetime game of the year, and it's like such a mid game, but not really. It's AFC North, man. Yeah, false start. All right, 1st and 15 here. Looking down the field, check down pass to number 18, and he's going to pick up a couple yards and get out of bounds on the play. All right, 2nd down here after that. Actually, pretty decent play there. We'll see what the Browns got cooking up here, man. 2nd down and short now. I mean, if I'm the Browns here, it depends, man. Like, do you feel like you realistically speaking go downfield and score a touchdown here? If you feel like you can score a touchdown on this drive, which you kind of have to, I would run the clock. I wouldn't give the Steelers any time left with the football. I'm surprised they're going to give the Steelers so much time left with the football. High praise, so he tried but failed. Yeah, pretty much. He almost got above Burrow. He almost got more money than Burrow. He was too close though, man. He got what? He got $4 million less a year than Burrow did. Congratulations. $3 million less a year than Burrow did. Congratulations, man. He does get more money with avoidable years, though. I'll give him that. 1st down and 10 here. Deshaun Watson looking. Throws across the middle. Completion to midfield to Elijah Moore. And that's going to take us down to almost a 2-minute warning here. But the Browns are going no huddle here. Looks like they're going to try to get another playoff before the 2-minute warning. Do they understand that they're only down by 4 and they should want the clock to run? Okay, they're trying to score quickly. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, Cleveland. Why are you trying to score quickly? You should want this clock ran off. They got 2 minutes warning and a 1 timeout. Yeah, so they should want this clock to run off, though. Why would you want to get the Steelers ball with the ball back with any time? You would think you'd want to run this clock a little bit, you know? And then, obviously, if you score, you don't want to score here until there's like 30 seconds left on the play clock. Because if you score a touchdown, right, all they need is a field goal to tie the game up. So they're just going to, you have to stop them from kicking the field goal. So you don't want them to have the ball with any time left. I'm going to Bengals game Monday. Oh, awesome, man. It's going to be a weird feeling at that stadium. I think it's going to be the Ring of Honor game, man. You got Boomer there. You got Chad there. Chad's probably going to hype people up. It's going to be great. Oh, you're talking about because week 17 last year? Oh, yeah, I probably will be. You're right. You're right. Because of that week 17 game versus the Bills. Alright, man. We've been live 3.5 hours, guys. Holy crap. I forget how long these AFC North games take. The Bills game. The Bills night game. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that game was crazy. Were you at the Bills night game, or are you saying in general it's just going to be a weird atmosphere because of it? But if you were at that game, I had a couple of friends that were at that game. And it was definitely a strange thing. Ocho Cinco is my favorite Bengal. Yeah, he's nice. I love Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco. Chad Jansen. Alright. Tony Blaze, I'm going to Monday night game to win Jackson. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, that game, Jacksonville's game is going to be interesting, man. Because that's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a very, very tough game. Because you just don't know how that game's going to go. That game could go 1,000 different ways. Like, I could give you 1,000 different score predictions for that game, and I probably still wouldn't get the correct score prediction. That's how crazy that game's going to be. Alright, 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes to go in this game. It's 2nd and 7. The ball is at the 47-yard line of Pittsburgh. If the Browns do not get a touchdown this drive, this is game. They have 1 timeout in 2 minutes. So there's no messing up here. If they don't score here, it's game over. Alright. Come on here, boys. Steelers, we actually need the Steelers to win. So I guess Steelers defense. Come on here, boys. And Deshaun Watson rolls out to his left-hand side. Down the field, incomplete on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7 now. With 1:53 to go in this ball game. Watching Dion in Colorado over the weekend. That game has 500,000 views on YouTube. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Bro, everyone loves Colorado now because of Deion Sanders, man. Especially because the whole, like, recently, like, there was some, like, you know, animosity. So it caused more people to start liking them. And it just caused them to get more fans, which is kind of funny. 3rd down 7 here, guys. 3rd down 7. Deshaun Watson breaks a sack, rolls up in the pocket, and he gets sacked yet again. He is sacked by number 37 here, guys. This is game here. This is going to be game. 4th and 9. If they cannot pick up this 1st down, the Browns will go 1-1, and the Steelers go 1-1 on the season. And really, it only comes down to the simple fact that their defense scored a touchdown. If their defense doesn't score a touchdown there, their offense wasn't going to score. Okay, here we go. If they don't get a 1st down here, then that means we are officially only 1.5 game behind the Browns. And the Steelers are 1-1, and the Browns are 1-1. Only the Ravens are 2-0. And on 4th and 10, incomplete. The Browns lose. The Browns lose. Game over. Cleveland, the mistake by the lake, takes the L tonight. It's over, man. It's over, bro. I love seeing Cleveland fans upset. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful sight for me. I'm gonna make it my wallpaper. Look. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's a W for us, guys. That's a W for the Bengals. That's a W for us. Kevin, why? Bro, I don't understand Kevin Stefanski. He smiles in every negative situation. Every negative situation possible, Kevin Stefanski smiles. Like, they don't get a 3rd down. They don't get a 1st down, right? He just smiles. Why does he always smile whenever something bad happens? And that was Joey Porter Jr. too. That was the 1st round draft pick for the for the Steelers too. Well, technically 2nd round draft pick, but that was their technical 1st round. Bad pass or maybe PI. I don't really say it's... that's close, man. That's really close. You could say PI, because he did have his one arm, like, linked up a little bit. So you could call it PI. It was also a bad pass, though. Like, it wasn't going to get caught no matter what, because it was already out of bounds. Did the Browns have 1 timeout left? Yeah, they had 1 timeout left. Yeah, they had 1 timeout left. Yeah, I mean, it was a bad play. It was also, bad pass. It also could have been PI. I'll be honest with you. It also could have been PI, but it was also a bad play. But, yep, it's GG, man. It's GG, guys. 3 hours and 33 minutes this game was today, boys. 3 hours and 33 minutes. Joey Porter right now is talking to... After the game over, Joey Porter and Deshaun Watson met with each other, and Deshaun said some things to Joey Porter, and Joey Porter just looked like, bro, what are you talking about? Bro, what are you talking about? That was pretty funny. Joey Porter was like, dude, what are you talking about? Because Deshaun was by saying, hey, like, bro, that was PI, man. Just call that PI, bro. Just call that PI. He's like, just call that PI, bro. Just tell him, dude. Joey Porter's like, I mean, he's like, Deshaun's like, please, for me, bro, just say in my mic right here that was pass interference, okay? So that, like, Browns fans understand it wasn't my fault. Because, like, Browns fans are going to be, like, you know, roasting me over this. So, just say in my short right here that was pass interference and it wasn't called. That's hilarious, bro. It was a good game, man. So many turnovers, yeah. That was a good game. The Steelers' defense won, man. The Steelers' defense won it in the end, and that's really what it came down to, was the Steelers' defense. They got the job done, and they got the touchdown. Yep, Ravens are now public enemy number 1 for the whole division. Everyone's going for the Ravens now, man. Great stream. I appreciate you, King. Yeah, guys. Next time I'll be live, it'll be the Monday night game, probably. Unless I go live for Sunday night. I might go live for Thursday night, or Sunday night, or Monday. Oh, I'm going live Monday night, obviously, for the Bengals game. But I might go live for Thursday night or Sunday night next week. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'll keep you guys updated.